What's good, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Open Field. I'm here with Hellfire, Manny, my boy, they call me Young, Devin James, and newcomer on the block, my dog Ooze. Welcome to the show,
Yes, sir.
fellas. As y'all can see, the title, Herbert Has No Excuse Now, obviously comes on the heels of all the coaching hirings that have happened across the NFL. Obviously, there'll be a bunch of different topics that have to kind of surround the topic of these coaches. Before we get into Herbert and Jim Harbaugh, the first thing I do want to ask y'all about is obviously Bill Belichick not getting the job. I think going into the offseason, people expected, Dev, you might want to pull your webcam down. We can only see like half your face. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. My bad. I lost train of thought. My bad. But everybody thought Bill Belichick will 100% be on a team. Obviously, the Atlanta Falcons have been the favorite for a long time. They win another route. With all of this going on, do y'all think Bill Belichick is outgrowing the game at this age? And do y'all see Bill Belichick potentially maybe going to college? Or is it time for Bill Belichick to go out into the sunlight?
I don't think I think it's a little bit of both. Like his coaching style is a little outgrown, and then I also think it's like just what he brings along with him. He's not just bringing him the control he likes to have over a team and the team decisions. His coaching staff that he brings along with him, because I still think he's pretty capable of coaching, especially on the defensive end. But I think it is a little bit outdated. But what I think he'll do is I don't think he'll go to college route because I feel like he's too used to coaching in the NFL, that type of system. But I can't see him like being like a sports analyst, talking on talk shows and stuff like that. I can see that being a route for him.
Yeah. Okay. Anybody else want to talk about
I
Bill?
don't think Bill. I think Bill's. It's not that he's out. He just doesn't want to give up. Like he don't want to give it up. You know, he's very stubborn. He's very stubborn, and that's his problem. But the thing with Bill is he's a great defensive coach, probably the best defensive mind we ever seen in this game. You know what I'm saying? He won't take a DC job because he's been a head coach for so long. He's like, I could do this. Yeah. And no team is gonna give him the chance of what he did the last couple of years when Tom left. They saw what he did. They saw what he turned that team into. He can't scout talent at all. He can't draft good receivers. He can't do anything. So as a GM, from that perspective, like controlling the team. So I think it's time for him to set up in the sunset, bro. You got 6 Super Bowls, bro. It's good. You got 6 Super Bowls, man. Come on, like it's okay.
Trying to get that Don Shula record.
Pick it up.
Yeah, technically he has 8 because he's got 2 as a coordinator.
Yeah, but I think I'm with you. I think he's probably gonna get passed up. I think Jerry Jones kind of saved him with his comment saying, "Yeah, I'll take Belichick. Like we're good terms." But I mean, like you said, man, he can't be a GM, so he's gonna have to go somewhere with a good GM. He can't really call offense or be over that. It's just gonna be a defensive head coach, like kind of like what Dan Quinn's gonna do in Washington, but he's older, so he's not gonna really. I don't know how long you're gonna get him. It's not like he's gonna coach for another 10, 15 years. Possibly it's going to be short term because he wants that record. I mean, I think he's made it very clear. He wants Don Shula's record. So I don't know. I think he's kind of outgrown it. I think he has a place. I just don't know who's going to be that team to pass up on some of these younger cats. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what you're doing. Mm-hmm. You're going to pass up on some of these young upcoming dudes you can have for maybe 10, 20 years versus Bill, who might be 3 to 5 years. So that's what he's kind of fighting to.
Mm-hmm. I think the thing is, like, people talk about the Falcons. We going with the bad. We didn't hire Belichick. One, Belichick is ready for a Super Bowl ready roster, and like we're just not ready to win a Super Bowl. And that's the fact. We're a very talented team, but no one thinks the Falcons are going to win the Super Bowl in the next 2 to 3 years. And that's me as a fan. We're being realistic, and I think, like you said, he's 71 years old. So that time frame for him and a young team just doesn't add up or doesn't match up. And like you said, his coaching style, I think. People don't want him. People just wanted Bill. We just wanted Bill. As soon as we heard of McDaniels, Patricia, this, that, we was kind of out because I bet every team will want Bill, that defensive mind, but they just want him as a coach, not as a GM. And that's what the Falcons wanted. We wanted to draft because regardless of picks, like people say Kyle Pitts, this, that, we're drafting great talent, and all we need is a quarterback. So we figure out the quarterback situation with the new coach, and I like our new offensive coordinator we got. We could do some good things. So I think am I outdated for Bill? Because like we saw Nick Saban, and I know it's recorded for college, but Nick Saban, his time passed, he retired because everything changing is just too much now. So I think it might be time for Bill because sometimes you can't coach and do everything forever. Sometimes your time has passed, and Bill at his age, the NFL might have passed him, especially with the game when the game's going, because he's been coaching for like 30 years, darn near. I don't know, for a long time.
A long time.
Right. Go ahead, Hellfire.
So, like I said, he's probably never getting a job again. This isn't just a fluke. I don't see him getting one. He's fully outgrown the game in terms of like his style of coaching, especially since he was brought up in the military. His father was in the Navy. His grandfather was too. That's the kind of style that he had, and that's the kind of style he coached with. That kind of style won't work anymore. And his inability to let go of control, that's another problem. And no matter where he goes, those three names that Dev mentioned will be the names that go with him. Even next year, those will be the three names that go with him. That's the baggage that no one's going to want. So he's never going to get another job. Time for you to run off into the sunset or just talk on TV. That's the extent of the worth in terms of NFL you have left.
Okay. Michael?
I think, I agree with what Hellfire said. I think the problem with bringing in Bill Belichick is the, offensive coordinator that you have to deal with. And for a team like the Falcons, it's just a problem because you don't have camaraderie at the quarterback position whatsoever. And to expect Bill to bring something good out of that, especially if you want to hold on to Desmond Ridder. Jalen's already going crazy, but no.
Talk about it.
Let's get it. Turn it up.
I'm telling you, man. The disrespect to him, man. Oh, go ahead.
Wait. Turn it up. Turn it up, Jay. I think you turn it up, Jay.
No, because you're gonna go in here and spew some nonsense about how Bill Belichick.
Oh yeah.
Greatest coach of all time, which he is.
Yep.
Which he is. No, he is.
Which he is.
But that doesn't mistake the fact of that he's out. Like he's not. Like he's way too past his time at this point. When you're talking about the quarterback position and drafting offensive pieces, I think there's no doubt if he goes into Atlanta, he creates a good defense there within 2 years because you can still draft your defensive talent. He drafted you Christian Gonzalez, like certain guys, but it's just the overall aspect of you having all of these young pieces and needing to figure out a quarterback position so you can use them, and you bringing in Bill, that's not going to change anything. That honestly might make it worse. So that's why I feel like it just comes down to the OC and the quarterback development to me.
Exactly. And this legacy that you so-called want to protect, he tarnished it himself. Coming as somebody I was referencing what Jalen was saying.
Oh,
yes, he
built the greatest legacy in coaching history in the NFL.
Wait, he still has that
as a coordinator.
And that
He still has that. He still has that.
No,
that has that. He can't coach no more, bro.
Let's not act like he's not going to get another job.
Hellfire, you're definitely
He's not.
Bill Belichick,
one at a time, y'all.
Bill Belichick taking a little time out, hang out with the grandkids. He got kids. He's 71 years old. He's going to be back in the league next year without a doubt because one of these coaches definitely done a good job. He's going to get that wins record, and I promise you, he's going to get at minimum 2 more Super Bowls as a coach.
Whoa.
I'm telling you, he's going to win another Super Bowl.
Such a
get
crazy
ready.
take,
He's going to win another one. 100%. Hold on. I can understand that Bill Belichick is not a great GM. I'll give you that. He made a lot of mistakes GM-wise, but as a coach, as a guy, there's not a coach in the league I want to take. If someone says build a game plan to stop Patrick Mahomes, give me Bill Belichick. Build a game plan to stop Lamar Jackson, Josh, any of those boys, give me Bill Belichick out of any coach in the league without
That's
a doubt.
cool. You said defensively, though. I need the whole package, my heart. I need the whole package. I need the whole package. I need you a head coach.
Jalen, how true is that?
At his old age, he's going to understand. You know what? How true is what? Defensively, he's still the man. Oh, my God.
Because Josh Allen, because Bill Belichick had time to prepare when he went into the playoffs. And Josh Allen lit them up with 5 touchdowns?
Right. No, I mean, look, sometimes great players want to have
He beat him this year, though. He knows
how
to stop players. He knows how to stop people.
He does.
Belichick is a defensive genius. Everybody knows
We're not going to act like he's just guaranteeing lockdown.
Nah, he's stopping people. I'm not lying to you. He made quarterbacks
I agree. He's
look
one of the best defensive coaches.
He made quarterbacks look bad.
I mean, mobile quarterbacks have always been a Belichick issue. The few times that he did stop a couple of them, those were just flukes. He's always had issues against mobile guys. That defense always has. regardless of the kind of scheme that we run.
I mean, it's not just quarterback, though. He also understands how to scheme away the best wide receiver, best running back. He takes away the other team's best offensive weapon consistently over basically 2 decades. He's done that. So
but that's still not enough to get him another job. That's still not enough to he did the target.
We understand. There's not 30 coaches in the
league.
league.
Bringing the package with him. You know he's bringing production.
That's the problem, man. That's the problem. It's not.
I get that.
It's not Belichick.
So nobody's gonna take that.
This is the thing, though. At his age and where we in his career, maybe he's going to bring his team. He's going to bring, the pieces he wants. But I think in terms of drafting, in terms of the pieces, he's going to be a little more open to other people doing that.
The only way he comes back
with the good quarterback. You'll go to a team.
The only way he will be a head coach is if he concedes those things. He cannot. Nobody's going to give him a job in draft.
Nobody's going to give him a job and let him have Nick Daniels, Patricia, Joe Judge, any of those guys. No one's going to give him a job. Nobody.
He doesn't want that responsibility.
Not a single soul.
Coach.
So add to what Hellfire and Young are saying right now, Jalen. This is my question to you: if Bill Belichick has one of the most successful resumes of all time in coaching, and he's been doing this for 25, 30 years, why would he change the way that he coaches now?
It's not. He doesn't change the way he coaches. No, it's not changing the way he coaches.
To survive.
No, yes, it is.
It's adapt or die. That's the only way.
Yeah, and part of Belichick's personality will not be
Yeah, but hold on.
One at a time, y'all.
We've seen this before in other sports too. Greg Popovich. He doesn't do a lot of the GM work he did early in his career. He's taking a step back, understanding his age, understanding what he needs to do. So the Bill Belichick, understanding who he is.
What's their record, bro?
What's
Bill has never adapted.
Well, they're rebuilding.
Exactly. So I'm not hearing that.
He's developing his guys. He understands he's a different role. He understands he has a different role, different responsibilities, which he's going to do. And same with Belichick. I'll say this. If the Eagles have another playoff collapse next year,
I can see the same thing.
Wait, one mic.
I think there are certain places. I think there are certain places that he can go where, because Howie Roseman's not giving up the GM job, the GM stuff. He's not.
I want Sirianni.
He doesn't. You're right. He doesn't. But if you could go in, fix the defense, which I think Bill would with that talent, because they have some talented pieces over there. It's just what are you going to do? What are you going to do in the offense? That's the problem. We all know Matt Patricia's not Bill Belichick. Everybody knows that. There's no Bill Belichick. That's what it is. Like, yeah, that's his boy, but Bill can call defense. If he can't do anything, he can call defense. That's why I think Philly, like Jalen said, Philly makes sense. It's just, again, is he going to concede the GM duties? Yes. Will he concede? Hey, you can't bring Josh McDaniels and Matt Patricia with you. Will he concede that?
Or Joe Judge.
Let me say that.
Or Joe Judge.
It's going to have to be some conceding on his part.
For sure. It's a two-way street.
I think Belichick, maybe sit out a year. But like Jalen just said, one of these coaches on these great teams that are ready to win now, i.e. Cowboys, he just said my Eagles, we can look around the league. One of those teams are going to mess up. Bill Belichick just has the perfect opportunity to slide in right there and coach that team up. I think he's still, like Young just said, he still can call a defense, bro. We gotta stop acting like Bill Belichick is still not one of the best minds in the NFL. On the offensive end with the GMs and all those things, we understand, he's not the best at that. Right. But he still made the playoffs with Matt Jones before. We can't forget that as well.
Yeah, and Mac Jones' QB coach came out and said that season wasn't even good enough for him to want him to stay. Mac should have requested a trade after his rookie year. Yeah. Because even with them making the playoffs, he still wasn't put in the right spot.
I don't think Mac Jones is that good.
I think the thing with Bill, I think the only team that made sense that had a coach hire was the Chargers, because the Chargers with Bill could have been a playoff bound team. Probably could. I'm not gonna say probably, they had the best chance.
Depends on the personnel.
They had a quarterback already in Justin Herbert. Two, yes, that defense has talent. Well, I think Bill could probably make a scheme to fit that over, and they had a number 5 overall pick. They could get another weapon. So the Chargers are the only team that made sense to winning wise. Out of other teams, they're developing or they need a culture change.
So the Eagles and the Cowboys don't make sense to y'all?
No, the
No,
Cowboys.
I think they do.
The Cowboys know. The Cowboys know.
They don't make sense
Make
at all.
sense.
Hell no, hell no, hell no, hell no.
Jerry
hell
Jones
no.
and Bill Belichick
Yo,
in the
you
same
That's not
building.
gonna work.
y'all gotta
out.
stop. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop.
Football wise,
Cowboys,
Can I
Cowboys
say
is
this?
crazy.
Wait, can I say
That's
this?
what
I understand
That's
because
why
of Jerry Jones.
What about the
I'm just talking about
Bears?
a
The
schematic.
Chicago Bears with Belichick?
Wait.
Nope.
No.
One at a time, y'all. One at a time, y'all.
No, ooze. Wait, guys, please, let me add to this because there's
Go
no
ahead,
way
nigga,
that
damn.
Jerry Jones and Bill Belichick will ever coexist, and it's because they're too egotistical. Like, think about who Bill Belichick is, right? Bill Belichick, as good as he was in the GM position for 15 years, I would say, all the way when they drafted Tom Brady down to like 2013 to 2015. Those were some great GM years, even though he had some bad picks there. But the problem was he decided that he thought Brady wasn't it when Brady still had it. And so the biggest thing is they're too egotistical in their own ways. When you are working with Jerry Jones, you have to cater to what he says. Bill Belichick and Robert Kraft, their relationship totally disrupted because Bill was like, I'm doing what I'm doing and screw what you think, basically. And if he does that in Dallas, no.
But see,
Jerry
here's the
more
thing.
so
The thing
does-
was,
Wait. We forget. 30, like in 1993, whatever year it was, Jerry Jones won a Super Bowl. He had one of the best teams of all time, and he fired his coach because he couldn't make the decisions that he wanted to make that would give him the credit for the wins. So that's my only problem when we're trying to put Belichick in Dallas, because I've been waiting for 10 years for them to hire a guy that would actually help them and have a chance to win the Super Bowl. This is a team that hired Jason Garrett, multiple puppets that I hated, but it's just not going to happen. I've seen it too many times. It won't
because
happen.
of the personnel. I said it because of the personnel and
Yeah,
where they're
right.
at
I
like a
agree.
team
Football
standpoint.
field. On the football
Like I
field,
completely agree with y'all that Belichick is not the guy for Jerry Jones. I was just more so talking about the team, not the owner.
yeah.
Right.
But
No,
see,
I-
here's the
the
thing though.
defensive
Like
pieces,
about
yeah.
when you talk about the Patriots tenure, Robert Kraft never stuck his nose in anything Belichick was doing until what? When he was like, "Hey,
later on.
I want to move
I'll
off
go
of Tom
Jimmy
Brady,
G.
Tom,
right?
yeah,
Right?
yeah,
I want to move off of Tom Brady and
Like,
go with Jimmy
barely.
G."
But say, yo, you drunk?
That's when he was like,
it
"Yo,
was earlier
yo,
than
yo,
that. No, it was earlier than that. He
Nah,
tried
I'm
sticking
crying,
his nose
bruh.
in 02.
That's how you know.
He tried sticking his nose in 01.
Okay,
And
so
it was
yeah,
the
but
right
like
the Brady and Bledsoe.
But overall,
dilemma.
Kraft never stuck his business in there. He let Bill
Right.
handle what he had to do.
He was
And
winning.
then because he's winning exactly.
He was
So like
winning, bro. 6.
the only way it works is if they concede. Jerry Jones got to be like, look, do you really want a Super Bowl, or do you just want to keep doing what you're doing? I don't think he's gonna do it. I'm just saying for it to work.
Yeah.
Do you really want to do it? Bill, same thing. Bill, do you really want to concede? I'm not letting you draft. I'm not letting
I think
you
he
do
wants to
it.
beat that narrative, though.
Yeah.
He does want to beat that
No, he
narrative.
doesn't.
I think he does.
No, he
Too.
doesn't.
I mean, again,
Stop.
it's old.
Jerry Jones doesn't
It's hard to
want
teach
to.
old dogs new tricks.
Yes.
I'm just saying the way to do it, that's what they're gonna have to do. If they don't, it's not gonna work. Period.
No,
At-
Watch the
at
Super
Philly
Bowl with
either.
Tom
I
Brady.
think he wants to win one. I really think he
Right.
wants to win one because Tom will win. I really feel like
Exactly.
people
No,
like,
for
oh,
sure.
did Tom make you? Did
That's
Tom
why he
make
wants to
you?
win 2. He wants to win 2 more to be like, no, I'm
No, he don't gotta win 2. If he wins
Bill,
one,
I
if
think
he
talking
wins
about Bill
one,
wants to win 2. Yeah,
It's
no,
just
Bill
over
wants
with.
to win 2.
I think it's just that Bill's time is came, bro. Like, it's not wrong with good time.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I hear you.
No,
I
it's
hear
not.
you.
Every
I
dog
hear
has
you.
its day. Every dog has its day.
Yeah, I don't think
And
nothing
that's
wrong
why
with
when
that.
people, but when people try to knock Bill Belichick's all-time standing among coaches the
Brady
past
fans.
2 or 3 years, it's like, bro, every dog has its day.
He's
Like
number
every
one, bro.
coach gets like, you know,
They just
outdated
got-
to the
Yep.
modern times, man. Like,
So-
it happens.
so my question to the panel is: of all the coaching hires, which one was your favorite and why?
You already know mine.
Oh, Mike McDonald to the Seahawks. I mean, the DC from the Seahawks, from the Ravens to the Seahawks. That was my favorite one. I think that defense now with Woolen and Witherspoon and Dix, I think they could really do something over there in Seattle. I'm not gonna lie, I really think they could make something shake. I'm
Hey,
excited.
J-Rob,
I'm
I like
excited
it.
for
I
them.
do.
I'm excited
They
for
got
them. I like the fit. I actually really do like the scheme fit. I'm not gonna lie,
Mm-hmm.
and I really think they're gonna make some work over there in Seattle with that defense.
I like it. I
OC
like it.
or like is it just head coach or we could do OC?
No, he the coach. He the head coach.
I want to know about the head coaches.
Okay, well, mine is probably Jim Harbaugh with the Chargers because
Same.
I think when you could get that young quarterback, he's been a guy who's shown he's been in the NFL winning. He could get.
Hey.
We've seen it. We've seen it in Michigan. We've seen it with the 49ers. He could get that run game developed, which with the Chargers they're struggling with. And then also with the defensive talent over there and them also bringing that Michigan DC over there too, I think they could be able to coach up guys like Derwin James Jr., a healthy Joey Bosa. Like, I think that defense can flip a page too next year. So that's my favorite hire.
I like it.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that.
I'm a little iffy on Harbaugh. I'm a little.
early.
Why are you iffy? Why are you iffy on Harbaugh, Jalen?
Because what I think people, it's definitely kind of reactive to them winning the national championship. I think that just kind of created a spotlight on it too.
What?
That kind of
How?
He did it in the NFL,
Let him finish his point. Let him finish.
His NFL credentials and his work in the NFL is not that impressive. If you look at the record, I think he had 2 good seasons with the Bears.
Right.
What do they? Other than that, everything was below 500, mediocre at best. And I never really saw
49ers.
Yeah, 49ers. I just never saw it when it was coaching. I didn't really hear about players that he really developed like that. So if you talk about a guy like putting Justin Herbert in the position like that, watch Jim Harbaugh's not in college, in the NFL, where he's developed a quarterback like that or players like that.
So he didn't.
In the NFL.
He didn't develop Colin Kaepernick. He didn't Colin Kaepernick. He didn't develop.
I'm
0 points cooked.
I'm giving Kaepernick.
You also got Alex Smith a job.
He can't develop quarterbacks.
Hold on. Colin Kaepernick again. He had a couple. How many good seasons did Colin Kaepernick have? 2?
1.5.
You can see that about 1.5.
Yeah, not really
exactly.
much.
So it's not really like he really developed him into some 5, 6 years.
But that's Colin's fault. That was Colin's fault.
But bro,
of what he did.
But bro,
he made it look good.
It's Harbaugh's fault that he made. Hold on, you can't pick and choose when to give someone credit and when not to.
Also, Jalen, how much development does Herbert really need? Like,
none.
As far as a quarterback, he needs to fix something. He needs to fix
JJ McCarthy was the first round pick.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he's that. Like, if you look at the culture, that's what I think he brings a lot. Like, if you see how San Fran plays, if you see how the team when he went to Stanford, that's where he kind of started. San Diego State. Those are some physical football teams. They're not going to tap out. Like, there's a culture he kind of brings to it. Michigan, they were physical. Now, are they as physical as every year?
Hard out there.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, J-Rock. It's a physical football team.
Yeah,
and I think that's kind of what they need. And he's never had a quarterback to kind of bail him out. It was Colin Kaepernick kind of tricking and wheezing with the read option stuff. Alex Smith. That's why I think it's a good
Alex Smith a job.
You're bringing in that physical culture. He's gonna get those boys are gonna play some football out there, like kind of like what Antonio Pierce is doing with the Raiders. You're gonna see that with LA. They're gonna play. So then you get Herbert. Now you're gonna have to figure that part out. It's gonna be what do you do with Herbert as far as
Harbaugh's just a wait. I want to wait to see what he does.
Wait, so
go ahead one at a time, yeah.
So there's partially a thing that I disagree with what you said about John Harbaugh's development. Like, I understand that you can go back to those years that he coached and say that. And Jim Harbaugh, sorry. And I understand you could go back and say that he didn't draft and develop talent. But what he did do is he got the most out of his teams when he had them. And not only that, that Niners team specifically was ready to win. They literally had everything going for them. Like, if we go back to those years, they had Mike Singletary before that. And, the whole thing was the talent was there, but Mike Singletary couldn't get these guys to buy it on the same page. And not only did Jim Harbaugh do that, he led that team to, like, statistically, like, everything that we want to talk about production-wise, like, he checked those boxes in San Fran. So I can't fully rock with that. He doesn't develop guys. Like, sure that the context would say that. And then he got fired right after literally 8 of his players retired in one season because they lost like 3 games. Like, I'm not gonna fully say that was on John Harbaugh. I'd give a little flack to their GM at the time. I think it was the same guy they still have now. But yeah,
I think the thing in LA now is, like, I think people in LA have a standard now. I think, like, when you walk in that building, there's a standard now with Harbaugh being there. Like,
facts.
Look where you're coming off of. You're coming off of Staley. Like, look, you're coming off a person who's known for defense, like, have one of the worst defenses in the NFL. Like, there's no standard there. There's no like coordination. No, it don't look organized. It looks like just a bunch of athletes going out there and playing. Like, that's what it looked like. So I think there now in LA, it's a standard now. I think with Herbert,
and they gave up on that opening game was disgusting.
Facts. And I'm
right.
Terrible.
So obviously, with the addition of, like, playoff culture, how imperative is it for Justin Herbert to succeed this year? Is he going to get a grace period because it's year 1 with Jim Harbaugh? Or is there going to be an expectation for the Chargers to be anything less than AFC Championship would be a bust for the Chargers. Is that what y'all?
No,
I'm asking. I'm more so asking.
Not year one.
No.
Probably not year one.
Yeah, I won't say
they have
AFC
holes
championship because of how talented the AFC is. Because we got to remember the Ravens. I know how people feel about the Ravens. The Ravens are always going to be competitive. Joe Burrow's going to come back healthy. The Bills are always going to be competitive.
Mahomes is still there.
The Browns.
Yes, we can believe the Dolphins are fluky, but the thing is, the Chargers, they still have a lot of flaws. I feel like we should expect him to perform good offensively. I feel like we should have him. I think he should perform great, like regardless, even without the coach, because he's that talented. And we need to see how the run game will be because Austin Eckler isn't the best runner as a running back. So I feel like we need to see how the running game will be because we need to see who's gonna come in to fill that running back position. And I expect how if the defense performs good this year and then Herbert plays back, then yes. Because this team is still very flawed. They don't have the number 5 pick for no reason.
You think Justin Herbert might have been just born? Justin Herbert might have been born in the wrong. Justin Herbert might have been born in the wrong era.
Oh yeah, I'm in college. Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Justin Herbert? Yo,
what's that?
My boy in the library. My boy in the library.
When I say Justin Herbert just might have been born in the wrong era, when you have to compete with arguably the golden Mahomes, you have a 2-time MVP Lamar Jackson in 6 seasons, all-time great start, definitely for sure. Okay, then you have a guy in Josh Allen who.
Did he win MVP yet?
But Jalen, I'm not gonna lie. We can't hear that because but apparently to the Herbert fans, Herbert's just as talented as all these other guys.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
If you think Herbert is that talented,
he is though.
I agree.
But to me, it's kind of like to me, it's kind of like where Phillip Rivers had to play behind it. Hold on. I'm saying he had to play behind Brady, Manning. You know what I mean? Like he had these all-time great quarterbacks ahead of him.
Herbert,
don't do that.
There's no more excuses for Herbert. There's no.
So if he loses to Mahomes in the first round, is it a bad thing?
With Jim Harbaugh, yes.
I don't hold him to that standard.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
I don't hold him to that standard.
Well, listen, Jalen, you might not, but that contract is holding him to that standard. He's getting paid like Mahomes.
That's he needs to make the playoffs.
That's what y'all gotta remember. He's $250 million, guys. This money talk.
If I'm gonna lose to Mahomes every year, I might as well go get me a rookie to do that.
He's a quarterback, Rob. He a elite quarterback.
I get it. If he loses to Joe Burrow, Mahomes, or even Lamar, I'm like, he lost to better quarterbacks.
It depends how you lose. It depends
how you lose.
Exactly. If he performs,
it also depends on the team too. Like this year, Lamar Jackson has to beat that Chiefs team because this is a weaker Chiefs team. Like it's a lot of context with it too. Like it's not just you can't lose, but because like Lamar, I don't know how much easier. This Chiefs team might be the weakest it's going to be in the next 3 to 5 years. They're going to get more draft picks. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you have these small windows to win, because these windows are small, people get confused with Brady and Mahomes. They win every year. That's not realistic. Yeah. These windows to really win are small, and you gotta cash in on those chances because you might never do it. Look at Dan Marino. One Super Bowl early, never again.
Aaron Rodgers.
One Super Bowl, never again.
One Super Bowl appearance Aaron Rodgers won. And people have him in his top 5.
You said Denver won one?
One appearance. He's 1-1. He's on one appearance, but it's one appearance. Like that's it. Big Ben, as great as he was, you gotta cash in on him.
Yeah, I think with the Chargers, the reason soup they O-line, bro, to protect this big body quarterback you got. They need to soup that O-line. I think the one thing that Jim Harbaugh always had, because he had it at Michigan, is trenches. I think every team that's the number one problem that I think the Chargers have right now is the trenches. You can't protect that. You protect that big body quarterback. You watch what he do.
So Manny, do you think?
Because who's guarding Keenan Allen for more than 7 seconds? Let's be for real, 1-on-1. So who's gonna go? They could draft a player or pick somebody up free agency.
Those Chiefs receivers.
They soup up this O line. I really think. Like it's gonna get scary for people because Jim Harbaugh is known for the trenches. So if he soup up the O-line and you pack that, you give Herbert time, you watch what he's gonna do. Because I think top 5 easy.
I heard y'all talking before I hopped on. I know I get called one of the biggest Jalen Hurts haters, but don't ever call me that again. The way y'all was vouching for Bill Belichick to go to the Eagles is disgusting. Y'all don't care about Jalen Hurts at all.
That's what I said. I said that. I said Jalen Hurts.
Early.
He can't play with Jalen Hurts.
You said he had a season like he did, and Bill Belichick wouldn't move on him. he will move with him the moment he has a bad season. Seriously.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. That's why. But that's why he needs checks and balances.
Belichick's
That's
gonna
why
show
he
you
needs
what's
checks and
wrong with
balances
Jalen
with it.
Hurts
You can't
and then
just
move
look.
off of Hurts immediately.
Philly can't just be
Exactly.
like, Bill, you can come in and do whatever you want. That's not what it's gonna be like. It's
Hell
just Bill.
no.
You
Philly
gotta come
wins
in,
multiple Super
fix
Bowls
that
with Belichick
defense.
with this team.
I'm gonna worry about the roster.
What? That team is not good.
That's what we're
That
saying
team
earlier.
has
That's what we're
no.
saying earlier.
That
though.
Eagles
He's
team
not
has
That
all
team
the
is
talent
not
to win.
good.
It is. That team has all the
That
talent
team
to
is
win.
good.
You put
You
Bill
think their
Belichick,
DBs
yes,
and their
that
linebackers
defense
are
is
good?
We're a good team,
You think
man.
their
But
DBs and
Belichick,
linebackers
yes.
are
Second,
good?
it's his secondary. It's
One
his
mic,
You think their
secondary.
DBs and linebackers are good?
They have the talent 100%. They
I
have
ain't
the
say that.
talent.
They do not have the talent to
Okay.
win.
No.
Yes,
no.
we
Okay,
do.
don't.
please, guys.
They were
Defense
they
don't
were
have
arguably
talent
Super
to
Bowl
win.
favorites coming into the season.
That
What
don't
are you
matter.
talking
On
about?
paper,
What are
the
you
Eagles
talking
are
about?
But I
favorites.
told you the
I
Eagles
was
weren't
saying-
good from the beginning.
This is
I
crazy.
always
On
told you the
paper,
Eagles were not
No,
good.
Jalen Carter was amazing.
I told you he was
football
going to get
player.
in the beginning. Nice try.
Okay,
Nice try.
okay,
I
guys,
did. I
guys,
was-
What are you
guys,
talking
please,
about? We have one of the
please,
most
Chad.
talented
wait,
rosters.
because
Yes.
we're
We
getting
just didn't
off
put
topic
it
here. We're
together
getting
this
off
year,
topic.
man.
No, I'm telling you, your defense is not
Oh,
good.
you
For
Eagles
Belichick,
fan? You talking
for
like
Belichick,
that?
hold on.
Crazy.
For Belichick to go
Fan.
to that team, for his
Our
known,
DBs
he's
and
known for
linebackers are
defense.
good. I
Your
already knew that.
linebacker core is the worst linebacker core in
So
the
listen,
NFL.
wait,
in
wait,
the NFL.
wait,
Fletcher Cox,
I understand that.
Carter,
You're dragging
wait,
it. You're dragging it. You're
Davis,
dragging
wait,
it.
Jalen.
I'm dragging it.
It
Stop
might be
for
top
1
Darius
five
second.
Slay
worst.
was
Come
cool.
on. It's top five worst, big dog. It's top five.
Ooze?
Guys,
And
Yeah, Ooze, your
let me-
linebacking core is
Let
god
me not
awful,
get started
man.
with Bradbury. I love you,
Okay.
Schley.
Bradbury sucks.
Guys,
Bradbury
Slay
You
is
don't
solid.
have to
Slay is
ask you
solid.
out when you
And
go
Slay's
get
not
Zach
a one
Leonard.
no more.
solid.
Slay's
You
not a
go
one
get
no
Zach
more. Slay's
Leonard.
not a
Like
one
that's
no
what
more.
saved the
Slay's not
day.
a one no more.
Slay is solid.
Slay's getting
Guys.
older. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, Slay's not
I
a
don't
one no
think-
more. He's a
I don't think the
CB2.
linebacker. I never said the linebacker core in the secondary. was
Your
good.
DBs aren't
But
good.
our team as a whole is like we can't forget our D line as well.
AJ Brown don't even want to play with
Wait,
y'all.
hold on,
D-line is strong.
finish.
D-line
The
is
D-line
strong.
is old
Let
as
me
fuck,
finish.
my
Let
boy.
me finish.
Graham,
Let me finish.
Fletcher.
Guys.
At the beginning of the year, do we forget that the Eagles was one of the best run defenses in the league?
Mm.
Like, bro, it just came to terms of
listen.
players not meeting expectations, coaches not
Listen.
meeting expectations, or why we
This man in here 3
undercame our
listen.
goals this year. We still have one of the most talented rosters in the NFL. We can't deny that, bro.
Wait,
I understand
listen.
we have
On what?
holes
On the
our roster.
offensive side of the
Hold
ball.
on, hold on.
Wait,
I
wait.
understand we have Michael. Hold on, bro. I understand we have holes in our roster, bro. But every single team has it. We can go around to every single team, and you're gonna pick out and you're gonna find holes to where that team is not perfect. But Belichick is the type of defensive
I like
mind
this kid.
to where he can scheme that up, bro. Let's not act like we don't know.
Oh my god.
I like this kid.
Wait.
Not
Hey,
Moxie.
we got one. We got one.
We got one. He got
because-
Moxie.
Because
You might be special.
there's multiple.
If you wasn't an Eagles
multiple-
fan, you'd be my nigga. Though. I ain't gonna lie. Ooze, if you wasn't an Eagles fan, you'd be my nigga.
Eagles.
And Ooze, I like
sound
you
like Black
regardless of
Dub
being
right
an
now,
Eagles
Captain
fan. As a
Eagles.
Cowboys
For
fan,
sure, for sure.
I'm rocking with you. I'm rocking with you regardless. But my thing is all right. So number one, there's a lot of things addressed since J-Rob asked his initial question. I will dive into this Eagles thing real quick. I do agree with you, Ooze, that like we're not gonna drag when we talk about the entire roster as a whole and say that they just suck. Like there's a lot of good pieces, but the linebacker situation is a problem because like look, as much as you don't want to deny it, like the Cowboys have one of the worst linebacking cores, especially once Van Der Esch got hurt, and especially once Overshown got hurt. And the Eagles linebacking core literally played worse than they did after week 9. And it honestly wasn't very close. And like that's why like you still have to, you can't deny the fact that yes, you have pieces on your D tackle, like your D tackles, your ends are good. But like the fact that your cornerback group is that bad, I mean, you're gonna have to get off of Bradbury. Darius Slay is on the decline. Like there's more than one thing to why. It's the combination of the fact that the linebacking core and cornerback group is so bad right now. But I'm not gonna hold out hope the fact that they can't fix that. My only issue with bringing in Bill is yes, their defense will get better. But you can't tell me their offense is going to get better. Like they need a coach that's going to be able to figure out on the offensive side if they move away. Because like the whole AJ Brown thing is in massive turmoil right now. You need a coach that can reel these guys in, and Belichick is not doing that right now. Like I guarantee you that.
Nah, Mike. I think Bill is.
Bill
Bill would trade AJ
straight
Brown in
out.
a heartbeat.
Bill straight out.
Yeah, I was gonna say
AJ
AJ Brown not
He
doing
didn't
that.
do it.
He
Nah,
ain't never
nah,
put them on no damn receivers.
But what do you
He'd trade AJ Brown in a heartbeat
trade
and
AJ
let
Brown?
Devontae be number one.
If
Because Devontae
but
Hill was traded anyway.
no, but that's not
runner.
enough. That's but early. Wait, that's not enough. And the reason why I say that is DeVonta Smith is good.
CD Lamb is not a really good receiver.
He can. Yeah, but CD Lamb is better than DeVonta Smith. It's not close, bro. Like, what are we talking about here, bro?
But I
So,
think
like,
Smitty can
if
put
they
up any
move
lab
off of
numbers.
AJ
It's not
Brown,
that big of a gap.
Wait.
Ain't that right,
He
man?
said, hold on.
Crazy.
Hold on.
Hey,
You
listen,
better turn that
wait,
camera off. You better turn that camera off.
Wait,
Because
Ooze,
this is
that's
the same man that told me that DeVonta Smith and T. Higgins are not number one receivers. This is the same
Wait,
man
who?
that told me that.
Who
said that?
Early.
Wait.
Early going back on his
I just
takes
wanna finish.
again.
Mr.
Come on
Dropsies?
now.
I'm trolling.
Wait.
Mr. Dropsies?
Wait,
No.
So the very last thing I'm saying is,
That's
if
why
you
he said
bring,
that.
let's
I
say
love
you
it.
bring in
Not
Bill,
Smith,
and then he
not.
moves off of AJ Brown, are you going to trust him to build an offense that could win in the playoffs? If he
And that's
trades
where y'all
AJ Brown,
see. You already
because I
started
don't think
wrong.
he
You already
will.
started
It's-
wrong. We
That's
have
the thing.
Howie
Bill
Roseman. We have the best
Bill
GM in the NFL.
Belichick is not controlling the
Yeah,
roster. That's
what I'm
He's
saying.
not doing that. They're not letting him do that.
He's not
like,
coming to Philly
no,
and doing
but
that.
Young,
Wait, one at a time,
right?
y'all.
But
Go ahead.
doing that.
even
You're the best GM in the NFL.
okay, so if you get other
Best GM in the
pieces,
49ers?
then
Daniel
somebody
Jones,
still has
vanilla
to develop them. The OC that Belichick hires is going to play into that. The position coaches that he hires are going to play into that. And the reason why I'm saying this is because developmentally, even if you get a guy with potential, I don't see a world where it can work out with Josh McDaniels or Matt Patricia or even Bill O'Brien at OC. Dude, you need.
That's not what it's
I'm
gonna
still
be.
thinking you need somebody else, but it will be.
Of course,
because,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
Ooh,
I don't.
you gotta admit, Bill bringing his own guys.
Yeah, he is.
Nah, I
He's
don't
going
think
for
so.
that.
I'm gonna be honest.
Howie
I don't
not
think
going
so.
for that.
I didn't know fire has something to say.
What
I
do you
don't
mean
think
not
he
going to
can
the
go to
Eagles?
Philly.
He's not going nowhere. Y'all gonna hold his hand, hold his hand behind his back.
His ass will
That's
sit at
gonna be
home
on
with
Bill.
grandma and
That's gonna
sip
be
on
on Bill.
mimosas.
That's gonna be on Bill.
Yeah. You don't have to.
Bill ain't going nowhere.
Ben Johnson. If I can go get Ben Johnson, I'll go get Ben Johnson.
That's what I'm saying. Look what Young said.
I
Y'all gotta remember what
think
Young
Ben
said
Johnson
earlier.
stayed for a little bit longer than we think.
There's
Remember
gotta
what
be
Young said
concessions.
earlier.
There's
No matter
got to
where
be.
Belichick
You don't
goes,
like Mike
he's not
Vrabel?
bringing his posse.
You don't
with
like
him.
Mike
He's
Vrabel?
not-
Yes,
I
he
like Mike
is,
Vrabel.
bro.
I like Mike Vrabel.
Mike Vrabel's fine.
Bro, I want Sirianni gone, bro. Sirianni been looking like a
Oh,
fraud.
he's bad. He's
He's
Ooh.
been looking like a fraud to me. To me, he's a
Sirianni.
hoorah guy.
Dude.
He's gonna laugh.
He's a
with the players,
motivator.
all that. But when it
I
comes
think
to
y'all having
coaching
a good
and
record at
making
the beginning of the
adjustments in
season
the
is what
game,
saved them.
So Jalen Hurts saved him. Is what you're telling me?
Yeah,
It is
10-1.
I ain't lying. It is kind of crazy to switch on my Nick
10-1,
Sirianni.
not 10-1.
That's what you need to
I,
do.
bro, I never liked Nick Sirianni.
No, I'm
Also-
not talking about you. I'm just saying, like, Eagles fans in general. I'm saying it is what deserved and all this stuff. It's just kind of crazy how, like, last season, a whole bunch of Eagles fans not saying use was like saying, "Oh yeah, we that's our guy," and then
Even this year.
What's the old saying, J. Rob?
Win-
Winning cures everything.
Winning cures everything, bro. It
Cures
does.
everything.
It does, though. Oh
That's
God.
what he's gonna tell you. He can be like, I went to a Super Bowl, I won 11 games this year, and we made it to the playoffs. Which one? That's what he's gonna tell you if he walks in there.
I need defense.
Yeah, that's what he's gonna tell you though when he walks in that front office.
Yeah, they do need defense.
That's the only reason Bill.
Oh, draft a corner. You draft a
and
corner.
not only that, the offensive coordinator was terrible because that play calling against the Buccaneers is horrible. That screen passes and all that stuff. That was
Nah, Brian Johnson was not good, y'all. I'm gonna just keep it a beat.
Nah,
The
terrible.
coaching was not good.
I saw that one play in
gotta
the
admit
playoffs when they had DeVonta Smith in this
Brian Johnson sucks. He
in the middle of the field.
That was bad, bro.
That's terrible.
But I'm just being real. If Bill comes, he's scheming on how to get Jalen Hurts.
No, Ooze. This is the thing, though. Ooze, you could be lenient on him. Ooze, you could be lenient on him. But there's a thing he does that people need to acknowledge. I think he does have limitations.
He's trying to get a Drake May or something.
The decisions he made this year to have
He's very limited. I think Jalen Hurts is limited. I'm not gonna lie to you.
He's not very.
He made this year.
I think
that,
he's
like,
He's not more limited than Dak.
Nah, he's not. Yeah,
It has nothing to do with Dak. It has nothing to do with Dak.
But you have to actually believe in Jalen Hurts.
He's not more.
If you're gonna go
Like, I
Bill,
think Jalen Hurts is good. Like I think he's good, but I don't think he's. I think his lack of arm intermediate really hurts him a lot. I do. I do. It does. I think he got a cannon. I think he got a cannon. Like I think his deep ball is good. I think his deep ball is very accurate. Don't get it wrong. I think it's very
how far
accurate.
needs to go? How
But
far
his
needs to go?
intermediate, I think that's what hurts him. I do it under pressure.
Right.
I
mean, yeah.
Sounds.
Just
I don't
a little.
know. I don't know if I agree
that's
with that,
not
but
like
You don't think
what
intermediate? You think intermediate? He's good.
I just don't think. I think
crazy.
I think the limitations you're
dragging
saying
it.
have a little overblown. Yeah, because I mean, at the end of the day, his limitations. The
The
limitations, his limit with all these limitations, he was questionably the best player in the Super Bowl. So I mean, I'm not going to
That's
say his
cool. That's
limitations
cool
are a
before,
big
but I'm
deal.
talking about what we seen this year, based on what we seen.
But it's one season.
That's cool. But I never said that he was top 5. I said he wasn't bad. I said he was good. I say he was good.
You said he was limited. I just said I don't disagree. I mean, you just
think,
moving the goalposts
think
now
that's
this season. I don't agree that.
So J.
Rob,
and Oops, who does he need an offensive coordinator for you to say, all right, if he have a bad season with this guy, I ain't fucking.
But he didn't have. He only had the season before. He didn't have a bad season, and then this year, bro, he was probably the first 11 games they bright spot on offense. Then Brian Johnson, bro, has not been a great offensive coordinator. I'm not taxing. I'm just not going to tax Jalen Hurts as now he's a limited guy and things of that nature. I don't agree with that.
Yeah, because J-Rob, you know how many times I've heard
I don't agree with that.
with guys like Josh Allen when he had Ken Dorsey, Justin Herbert when he had Joe Lombardi, people crying about the play calling, bro. Brian Johnson might be worse than both those guys, bro. Let's be honest, bro. Brian Johnson was a terrorist for the Eagles this year. But with Kellen Moore coming over there, we've seen how he can scheme open wide receivers. He does forget how to run the ball sometimes, which worries me. But I think that the way we're going to be able to get our receivers open and he put Jalen in good spots, and he does play under center, not always having Jalen under the shotgun because that's not the type of quarterback he is. I think that can help him have a bounce back year. We just need to get the run game involved a lot more.
Bro, I just personally think it's not as complicated as you even saying it. I just feel like one of the biggest things that the Eagles did not do, I think, this year is, bro, you have AJ Brown, DeVonta Smith. These are legitimate, real weapons. Move those pieces around. Yes. I give the Cowboys a lot of credit. Look how the Cowboys use CD Lamb. Look how the 49ers use their weapons in space. Like, I understand you want to roll, you want to do quick game and things of that nature, but stop just putting AJ Brown out there on the island. Move him around. You know, defenses is keying him because if you're going to send him on the outside to run 1,000 hitches all game and then a few streaks, like that's an easy game plan, bro. Like at the end of the day,
you know that.
I told you, y'all gotta get rid of AJ Brown. That complaining. Wait. Y'all might have to let him.
Every wide receiver.
Nah, but that's bad. What he did was bad though. What he did was bad though.
Receivers do that.
Bro, look how. But you gotta be honest about how. Man, I think I gotta be honest though about how bad that situation was though. Like
that's I'm gonna be J-Rob. I'm gonna be pissed.
The moment things get bad, J-Rob, and you do that,
but they was on some bullshit. They was on some bullshit though. I'm not gonna lie, they was, bro.
Bro,
it's third and 10. It's third and 10. It's third and 10 of your own end zone, bro. You running the screen, bro. You on the 20-yard line of your back. You running bubble screens. Like, come on, what are we doing?
Wait, so can I also add to it?
That shit unserious.
Because I was a big proponent of the fact that I didn't want to like put Hurts in MVP conversations too early because of his turnovers. But I'm going to bring that back now and say now that we have full context to how bad, especially Brian Johnson was, like the fact that they went 10-1 and he was super clutch for the first 11 games. Like Jalen Hurts, honestly, with the play calling, I think he took you almost to as far as like you could possibly go with the play calling at hand. Because at some point, in the NFL, when you get figured out as an OC and you have no answers, dude, I saw that stuff with Kellen Moore and Dak, and I think that was a big reason why Dak had that outlier 18 interception year. As much as he played bad, I think that had something to do with it. So I think, just to totally give up on Hurts because of a 6-game stretch after he played MVP caliber first season, showed out in the Super Bowl is disingenuous. And not only that, my biggest concern with the Eagles coming forward this year, as much of the AJ Brown stuff, is did Nick Sirianni make the right decision bringing in Kellen Moore? Because I'm not going to sit here and back.
Hell yeah. Yes.
J-Rob.
Yes.
Wait, can I just say J-Rob?
So if he doesn't, if Jalen Hurts
he's limited. If you don't swing that field, he's limited.
Let me ask the question, though. Let me ask the question. Because I'm not going to drag that man because he throughout his entire career as an OC, he had top five stats, top 5 in yards. I get it. But, dude, you can't tell me in moments, in critical moments where it matters and you need your OC to call you good plays, you cannot tell me that Kellen Moore has called to that like T. Like he is still bad at that stuff. There's still, even with this Chargers team, I get it. Their team like struggled with injuries and stuff, but there's too many gadget plays. There's too many jet sweeps that I see still that are getting that got snuffed out. That was his biggest problem in Dallas, and that was the problem Brian Johnson had.
Bro, do you understand a mass of weapons that Kellen Moore about to have to use?
He's never had this many weapons.
And
you know what else too? Kellen Moore actually is going to maybe establish. He's going to have the O-line with this team compared to the Chargers, where he can actually have a run game, and not the run game where you have an aging Zeke Elliott and Tony Pollard, who is really dependent on home runs to be effective. If you want to be honest, like if you're not hitting home runs, you're not a good in between the tackles. So when I look at the Eagles, I think Kellen Moore, like, listen, y'all, he had the number 1 defense in the league with Dak Prescott. I don't care how you feel about Dak, but that's crazy to me. So if you can make it, if you can make it work for Dak like that, I think Jalen Hurts is better than Dak. I think he's shown me enough to actually stand on business and say,
do we all
Dak
think
and
Jalen
Jalen
Hurts
Hurts
is better than Dak? Does everybody hit Jalen Hurts better than Dak?
Yeah, I think at this point, yeah. I'm not.
I think he
I'm
is.
not
So
considering K for Dak. I'm not for Dak.
I just want to say.
I don't.
I want to say one thing.
I think that okay. Oh my
you think
God.
I'm gonna answer your question is I'm gonna answer your question is this. Did you think last year, end of the season of Jalen Hurts' season, do you think he was better than Dak?
Yeah,
I think he was better than Dak. As a passer, I didn't think he was as a passer.
No. Did you think Jalen Hurts was better than Dak?
Lamar type shit.
Yes.
No.
Did you think Jalen Hurts was better than Dak Prescott?
Yeah, last year.
Do you think Brock Purdy better than Dak Prescott?
I don't see how you could say that. Or you couldn't.
Okay.
Mike,
Not
standing with Dak is nasty. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I don't think Brock Purdy's better than Dak.
What do you mean?
But me thinking that Dak is not better than Jalen Hurts ain't crazy though. I'm not gonna lie. Because Dak
go cook, Hellfire cook.
Dude, I was standing.
Wait. Go ahead, Ooze. But then go ahead.
Just J-Rod point about them.
I need to address 2 points. One, that Kellen Moore offense is still going to be predicated in under center to a degree, and that's where Hurts' flaws are. He can have that running game, but if you're going to ask Hurts to be a drop back passer, that's going to be a problem. So there's going to have to be something that coexists between the two in order for the dynamic to work. Do I think it has potential to work?
Keep it a bean. Come on, Hellfire. You know it.
Do I think it has potential to work? Yes. You gotta be able to, but you have to be able to go where you know your quarterback is able to take you. And Hurts is more of a shotgun guy than Dak was when he was in Dallas, or like what Herbert was in Los Angeles. Those guys can do both. Hurts can't. So if he's not able to coexist, it's not going to work. But I do think it has potential to work long term as long as they are able to do that. But to address the original question that was at hand before we went on this tangent, that Chargers team is currently over $44 million in the hole in cap, and they could be retaining some dead cap if they make certain moves too. Like we're talking like over $30 million in dead cap if they were to make certain moves. It's going to be contingent on restructures and what they decide to do as far as what expectations I have for the team. The expectations for Herbert himself are high. Like he's going to have to be able to rebound. He has the more team-friendly coach that's going to be able to help out with certain areas of the game plan that were not working as well.
Right.
But the team itself, I don't know if the team's going to be able to go as far as what people want just because of the situation they're in. 2025, on the other hand, we can talk.
Right.
I want to say this real quick.
I know Hellfire 6'5". He's literally the big show.
Yeah, I'd like to answer.
I want to say this. I want to say this last thing about.
Go ahead, Ooze.
Before we move on, because J-Rod brought up a great point. Like we need to put guys like AJ and Smitty in motion and moving them around the field, so they don't have to just strictly rely on their skill set and their ability to consistently get open on these little weak ass routes that Brian Johnson was calling. Like we like I don't want to. I know the college is different. I know college is different from the NFL. But if we go back and look at Smitty last year at Bama with Steve Sarkisian, he consistently had Smitty moving from the in and outside, having one of the jet sweeps, and we've seen how dominant he was as a receiver.
He's versatile.
We've seen the statistical dominance he put up. The type of receiver Smitty is like. He's a guy who can play on the outside, play in the slot. He's a very versatile.
Who is Smitty? Who is Smitty?
Who you compare him to? Smitty is Smitty, bro. But all I'm saying is,
good. DeVonta Adams.
I don't think he's that good. He's like a
yes,
top.
yes, he is.
Okay, no, hold on.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Not DeVonta Adams. Not DeVonta Adams.
Oh, okay.
Not DeVonta Adams.
Okay. But Diggs, though,
he's a young
don't
Diggs.
lie.
A young
He is
Diggs.
just as good
He
as
might be a
Amon-Ra.
young Diggs.
Smitty
He
is
might
just
be
as
a
good as
young Diggs.
Amon-Ra.
How old is
Because you
Smitty
got to
right
remember,
now?
Diggs
Like
was
23. He young as shit.
Diggs more
What
fit. He
we
more
doing
physical
here?
than this
What
Smitty.
we
Like
doing?
he
What
more.
we doing?
Hey,
What we
Smitty
doing?
I
just
don't
as
know
good as
because
Amon-Ra.
I don't know Hellfire.
What
Nah,
we doing?
Smitty got some
Diggs
crazy.
is family. Diggs is family, Manny. I don't see Diggs break tackles the way Smitty do. For Smitty to be so skinny,
No, I'm
that
talking about
nigga
from a
straight
catching standpoint. I'm talking about from a catching
Also-
standpoint, physicality wise.
Yeah.
From a catching standpoint, physicality wise.
I like Smitty route running too. I
Hands,
think
bro.
Smitty
Smitty
route
got some
running.
hands, man.
He do.
Yeah,
He
what do we
do.
talk
He
about?
my
Smitty-
guy. He my guy.
Dude, Smitty is. Remember what he did to LSU? Smitty is one of the
He my
like
guy.
best, like in the league, bro. Like at 6'1", you know,
call that nigga
170
Smitty Jeremy
soaking
Macklin.
wet. Like he's a demon, bro.
That got
Straight
it.
up demon.
Jeremy Macklin,
Like-
dumb nice. If you know, you know.
Top 10.
Like-
Smitty top 15.
Yeah,
Maybe top
yeah.
10.
No, he's.
I
that
think
guy.
Smitty better than Amon-Ra.
He
The
is.
play
That's not
calling-
crazy.
Nah, chill. The sun god is crazy though.
No, I'm not gonna lie to you. The
I'm
Sun God
taking
is crazy,
Smitty.
but I think But
If it's
no,
just-
what you mean you chatting?
But why? I ain't gonna lie. How y'all taxing? How y'all taxing? How y'all taxing?
I
the
tax
Sun-
him
How
on,
y'all
bro.
how y'all taxing Sun God for getting famous off the same things Cooper Kupp was doing?
No, but J-Rod,
Nah,
if you
but-
go back and look
nah,
at the
he-
tape.
Oh, and look, and CeeDee Lamb.
No,
CeeDee Lamb is a slot merchant.
No. There's a difference.
CeeDee Lamb is slot merchant.
Yo, what's the
I
difference?
know,
Like
I know.
early, what's the difference? I don't see the
there is a
difference.
difference.
I didn't say anything.
There's a difference.
Merchant.
No, I'm
know
asking you.
those
No,
are-
I'm asking you because I don't know. They gonna tell me there's a difference. I don't know the difference.
About
Oh,
to
they-
I
say,
don't know.
yeah,
I'm
all
just-
three
I
of
don't
those
know if
guys
Smitty
have
Kupp-
over
is a-
50%.
he's a great route runner.
Cooper Kupp,
But
route running wise, to line up outside.
to find the
And
zone.
Amon-Ra's not lining up
and-
outside.
Only 1 year. Only 1 year, Chris
Honestly,
Robert.
if
One
we be
season.
honest-
One season. One season. One season.
And if we be honest, how
One
many
season.
teams is I think DeVonta Adams is number one on a lot of teams, except for like the clear top
Know what I'm
five.
saying?
Tyreek, Jamar, Diggs, Tay. I think he's a number one receiver on like damn near every team in the league, except for like.
He'd be better than AJ Brown, bro. I'm not gonna.
Except-
Tay is still
Yeah,
top
he
7.
is.
Let's not-
I-
DeVonta Adams
I'm not mad
Yo,
at that.
Smitty, but like
Ooh, I'm
Smitty,
not
Jamar
mad at
Chase
that.
is number
Yeah,
two.
hey, young, you see.
I'm not
you
mad
see
at
the
that.
potential.
I think Smitty's complete. I think he's a
Jettis,
complete receiver. bro.
Tariq.
I
That's
think
it.
he's complete.
Who?
Jamar
Anybody
Chase,
else?
Smitty, top to bottom, speed, yak, routes, hands. I think he's an elite. I think he's a complete receiver,
He does
top to bottom.
You think he's
Yeah.
top
Yeah.
7? Like, what's the name?
The only thing, no,
He's top
I don't
10,
think he's
he's
top
top
7. He's
10.
top
No,
10.
He's
He's
top
top
7,
10.
top 10 on a regular team.
He can
He's
be
top
top
10.
7.
He 10.
He
I'm
can be
taking
top
him.
7.
Ooh, I might have to.
Yeah,
But
he
he's
can
not-
be top
he's not
7
top
if they
7.
use
This
him
is the
right.
thing though, because I think somebody's better than him, but he just
Who?
doesn't have. He just hasn't.
Who?
I think Garrett Wilson's better than him. I think.
Yeah,
I think Garrett Wilson's better.
I think
too.
GW
Garrett
better than
Wilson-
him. I think Garrett Wilson's better than
Yup,
him.
yup.
I think Garrett Wilson. Now,
Hey,
if you want to talk about somebody
about-
being
talk
top
about-
5, you want to talk about somebody with potential to be
He's
that
a
boy
QB.
right
Nah,
there.
Garrett Wilson is a demon. Talk about it.
He
Yup,
could
there
be
you go.
top
Yeah.
5.
There you go.
Hey,
Now
name
you
one
talking-
better than
now you
Big
talking,
Man.
Manny.
Another question.
That's top
Manny,
5.
Manny, you know what
Man,
we're
one
gonna have to
better
start
than
talking
Big
about?
Man.
We're gonna have to start talking about my
Big
dog
Man
going back to
over
back.
both of them.
My boy went back to back 1K with Zach
with
Wilson. Stop. Let's
the
talk
And one of the
about that.
worst
Quarterback
O-lines in the
in the
NFL. One of the
Come
worst
on, let's talk
O-lines
about
of
it.
his
No,
career.
no.
In the
Garrett
first
Wilson-
3 years of his career.
We haven't seen this since DeAndre Hopkins.
I think Garrett Wilson legitimately is DeVonta Adams.
Wait,
I like
Garrett
that.
Wilson.
I love it.
More athletic though. More athletic though.
I
More
love it.
I was
athletic.
gonna say, yeah, way more athletic.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
he's quicker.
oh, yeah,
Right.
physical.
He don't got the routes like DeVonta, but he's a good route runner though.
Nah, he
Like,
way
this is
more.
the
He
thing.
way more
Wait, who
athletic.
don't run
though.
routes better than
Yeah.
DeVonta?
Yeah.
He's no.
No,
I'm talking
Devontae's
about
a better
Adams. I'm
release.
talking about Adams, not Smith. I'm talking about Adams.
Oh.
Garrett Wilson's still an elite route
Wait,
runner,
so-
but he's extremely explosive like J-Rod.
No, Garrett's more bendy. He's
Yeah, but,
flexible.
like-
That's the thing.
Yeah, he's more
He's
athletic.
So can we have a little fun? Can we have a little fun?
What's
Wait,
up,
wait,
man?
Number
I
one
have a
option.
question. Smitty
As
or
the number
Devontae?
one option is DeVonta. I mean, not DeVonta. Is Smitty better than DeVonta Adams? No.
In a number one option right now?
Come on, let's go.
No.
Let's go through it. Let's go through
Absolutely
it.
not.
Tyreek Hill? No.
No.
No, not Tyree.
Jamar Chase? No.
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 Jettis? No.
He's
No.
top 10.
What about like we
He's
get
not
to
better
like
than CD.
Scary Terry's? Is he better than Terry McCoon?
Yes.
Who?
As the number
Garrett?
one?
Yes.
No. As the number one, no. As the number
Garrett
one,
Wilson?
I'm standing
No,
on
we're
it.
talking about Smitty. You think Smitty better than
Yeah,
Terry?
I'm thinking Smitty over
No,
Terry.
no, not yet.
Nah,
He is. He
Not
better than
yet.
Scary Terry. He
Not
better than
yet.
Scary Terry.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
I'm taking Smitty over Scary Terry.
No,
I'm taking
no,
Smitty
no,
over
no,
Scary
no,
Terry.
no, 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 no.
Y'all underrated Scary Terry.
That's hard.
That's hard.
Is he
That's
better
tough.
than
I
CD?
don't know. That's
Is he
tough.
better than
That's tough.
CD?
Who better
As
than
the
CD?
number one? As the number one?
That's
Smitty.
hard too.
As the number
No,
one?
no.
I
think.
What about Keenan Allen?
I think that's the tier he's in.
No.
Hey, early. I think that's the tier he's in. Like
At this
I
point,
think
Keenan Allen,
that's
yeah.
where he's at, around there, like around that range.
Keenan Allen, you think?
I think if Scary Terry played with a.
I'll
I
take
think
that.
if you put Smitty in Keenan Allen's role, he'd give you the same thing, maybe more. I think.
No. Smitty is
Yeah,
better.
Keenan Allen.
Is he better than J-Ron's favorite guy on the low? What's my man that played for the Seattle? What's his name? SG. What's his name? That played for
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Oh,
No,
he cleared.
he better than
He cleared. He
Yeah, he's better
cleared.
than Jackson.
Jackson Smith gonna be better than your favorite soon, though, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all know now.
Hey,
He's
Drake
good.
London.
He's
Give Drake
good.
London
He's
key.
good.
Give Drake London
He's gonna
key.
be better than some of y'all favorites.
Drake
so
London
just
is
be ready
very
for
good
that.
as well.
They wasn't using him right at all.
Yes, he's better than Chris Olave.
Jackson Smith and Jigba will be better than Chris Olave.
And Mecca.
No, I don't know about that.
Smash.
No,
Yes, he will.
I
What
do.
about
I don't
what
know
about
about
BA?
that.
What
I don't know
about
about
Ayuk?
that. No, yes, he's better than Brandon Ayuk too.
Who?
Wait, so
Smitty.
Oh yeah, okay. I thought you were talking about JSN.
he is.
I thought you said JSN.
Is Smitty
Yes,
better
he's
than Puka? Yes.
Yes.
No.
Yo, so let me ask you.
Yeah. I thought you meant something.
You said who?
Devontae Brown?
I think he's better. Oh,
Yeah,
Amon-Ra,
he
yes.
could,
I think so.
I think he's better than Amon-Ra too.
Nasty.
But all these guys
Nah,
are
y'all
like in the same
disrespecting-
tier to me.
y'all
I think all these
disrespecting
guys.
Some
Nah,
guys are stacked. No, because if
Y'all
I put,
disrespecting some guy OD,
I'm gonna
bro.
be honest. If you put Smitty on that Lions team, their offense is better than with Amon-Ra because he can actually line up outside and he could.
Yo, y'all are
Really on the outside.
disrespecting some
I'm
guy
being honest,
crazy,
bro. I'm being honest.
bro.
No, but I mean,
Y'all disrespecting
Smitty's a
some
better
guy
receiver,
crazy.
but I think Amon-Ra fits with that line team better. Even though Smitty's a better receiver,
wait.
I think
Smitty
Amon-Ra
Wait,
fits.
but what is?
is the one.
Y'all disrespecting what
He need a-
Amon-Ra.
he needs-
Nah,
Amon-Ra.
Sun God's good. Sun God's good.
Wait.
Y'all
so
giving
can I
some
say
guy is
something?
giving out crazy work.
No. So,
But I'm
so
dead.
some-
I'm
I
dead
think
being serious. though.
Amon-Ra
So
said
this is-
Brown
I
he
don't-
he
wait,
hot.
Manny,
He gonna have
wait,
crazy
hold
numbers.
on,
You gonna be like,
hold
damn, he did that.
Wait,
Watch.
Facts. Thank you.
please.
Facts, though.
Let me say.
You're gonna get disrespected like Steve Smith, bro.
Mike Evans, some shit like that, right?
Yeah, he's
Facts.
gonna get
He's gonna be cutting ass.
disrespected because Amon-Ra, but within the first 2 years of his career, is already putting up wide receiver 1 numbers. Wide receiver 1.
He's not a
This ain't
one.
no wide
Yes, he
receiver
is.
2. He's
Amon-Ra's not a
He
one.
is a 1.
So do you
Amon-Ra's
consider-
not a one.
How
Did you
is he
consider
not a
Cooper Cup a
one?
one? No. Stop. Did you consider Cooper Cup a one?
He could line up on the outside.
Did you-
Amon-Ra can. He cannot line up on the outside and win. He doesn't
He
do
spent
it.
he
He's a
spent an
slot
entire.
merchant.
He literally,
Oh my
yo,
God.
bro, you literally moving the
Hey, if we
goalpost, bro.
run
You
the
literally
numbers,
spent-
I promise
he
you,
spent
he
an
ain't
entire.
gonna be
Bro, Cooper Cup spent an entire season. What
Cooper
are
Kupp
you
In the
don't
talking
slot.
move like
about?
that. He don't
How- so
move
how-
like that.
How can you
He's
call
really
him a
don't
number
move
one?
like
Wait,
you,
listen.
y'all.
How you gonna call him a number one and then say Amon-Ra's not a number one, bro?
I don't Cooper
Like,
Kupp
because
you
don't- I don't
yapping
think
right
Amon-Ra's
now.
number
You
one.
chatting right now. Yo,
Manny,
Trent, come get your mans, Trent.
You're
Come get your
yapping.
homie, bro.
You're
And
yapping.
how
Please,
often does
Trent.
CeeDee Lamb
Let
be
me
inside?
say
He a
something.
slot
This your young
receiver.
boy, bro.
Wait.
CeeDee Lamb being
I'm
a
gonna see him
slot.
on the outside a lot.
Man,
I've
he's
seen him on
bugging
the
right
outside a
now.
lot. I've seen him fry on the
Wait,
outside.
He said he's not a
this is-
number one.
Wait,
I don't
listen.
think
And
Amon-Ra's
to say
Justin.
Amon-Ra is not a number one
I
just
don't
because
think
he's
he's
in
a
the
number
slot.
one.
Yeah, I can't lie.
Bro, but he'll
Wait,
tell. But he would have
wait.
told you.
Wait.
He would have.
I don't think Amon-Ra's number one because I think anybody in his role could do that.
You
I think
thought-
anybody in his role
So
could
you-
do
so-
that.
No,
Anybody.
listen.
So-
No, wait,
so
wait,
do you
Any
wait.
think-
top 15 guy could do that in his role.
Okay,
How do you
okay.
measure?
Top
So
15
how do you
guy.
measure?
Are you out of your mind, man?
Yo, how do you measure?
What? Any top 15? No, he is. No, he is a top 15 receiver.
No,
What are you
wait,
talking about?
listen.
What are you
The
talking about?
reason why
Anybody in any so you give me the 10 to 12 best receivers in the NFL, they could all do what he did. Easily.
But it doesn't make him
Easily.
not number
Hey,
one.
hey,
though.
better.
Manny.
They can do it even better.
Wait,
Manny.
wait, Ooze, wait.
But that doesn't make him. That doesn't downplay what Amon-Ra did.
No, it doesn't downplay. I never
His
said
ability
he's
to
trash.
catch and
I just
traffic,
don't think he's a number
To
one.
find the hole in the
I
zone,
can't
to
get
have
one
very
word in,
reliable
bro.
hands, route running.
So you're not telling
Everybody
me,
ain't
you
got
telling
that,
me
man.
Brian Johnson don't scheme him open?
Yeah.
No, but wait, can I please say something about
Yo, I
Come
ain't
on,
gonna lie,
Early.
bro.
Come
You
on.
making
This is
no
low-key
sense, bro.
disgusting.
This is
That's
filthy.
not
This is-
disgusting.
This is filth. This is absolute filth, bro.
Mike, what you trying to say, Mike?
This is filth, bro.
Please let me.
This is
I
filth.
just want to get this out. 30 seconds because
Bad
Manny's yapping
word.
on about the
Yapping.
slot boy stuff. This is the
This
slot
bad-
boy argument.
this
This is
bad word.
BS to me because who else are you going to put in the slot on the Detroit Lions that can do what Amon-Ra does? Bam, your point's toast. Same thing with
What are you talking
CD.
about?
Who else?
If you put anybody on that team, Jay
can
could do
put
what he
in the
did. What are you
slot?
talking about?
No,
They'll
on
actually
that
no
team
because
right now.
all he's
No, I'm on
limited.
that team
He's
right
limited.
now.
They
No,
leave
you
him in
moved
the
the
slot.
goalpost again.
He's limited
You're
at
yapping.
receiver. They leave him in the slot. There's a reason. Amon-Ra
So
is
this is-
limited.
no,
They
no,
leave him in the
listen.
slot.
So,
When
man,
you
you
put
telling
other
me
receivers,
Amon-Ra
hold up, bro,
don't play
hold up.
no
Let me
outside.
say it.
He don't play no
Let me
outside.
say it. Let me say it.
Bro.
Amon-Ra can't play outside
No, you're
at all.
He really
How can you
don't
say
really-
he can't play
He can't play
outside,
at
bro?
all.
You're so lying.
Bro,
He's
Bro,
predominantly
so now you're taxing
that's-
somebody.
Young, who takes
You're
the most
taxing
snaps
somebody
dude
for
for
this.
this-
This is
Amon-Ra.
bad work.
This is
Bad
disgusting.
work. This is some of the worst. This is bad stuff.
Yes,
Bro,
please.
why do you have to be
Because-
like
Get
that?
your
Amon-Ra
man.
not like
Get your
that.
man, bro.
Get your man.
I got you.
It's
I got you,
funny.
Chris.
First off, I got a couple things to say. First off, J-Rob,
Go Trent. Go
you
Trent.
nasty. You rock with the sun god, but y'all remember you used to this is with Cooper Cup, and they do the same thing.
No. I don't think Cooper. No. My only gripe was Cooper Cup. Hold on. My only gripe with Cooper Cup was being top 5. I don't think Amon-Ra is going to enter top 5, bro.
J-Rob, there's a video
Of me saying what?
You talking about Cooper Cup in the slot?
That shit-
That's
that was
where it
listening
always
to it
work out.
yesterday.
I
at
just
work,
said, and I
J-Rob.
said, I feel the same way, bro.
Dog
I feel the
is.
same way. The argument I'm having with Manny is not whether or
Well,
not
I think Manny was tripping when he said
the argument was he a number one receiver?
I think he's tripping.
I'm finna tax. I give the same. Listen, Amon-Ra will never be. Amon-Ra cannot be.
You do not.
Amon-Ra cannot be a number one, a top 5 receiver because of how he plays. I definitely
Bro,
still
You can't
have
say
him.
he's not a number
But
one.
he's definitely number one, though.
But
He's the number
J-Rob,
one.
He's 1,900 yards.
If they're building the offense around you, then I can't say you're not the number one option. bro.
Amon-Ra is a number one, but
He's good. He's very
he's a number
good.
one. You can't say he's
He's
not a
like
number one. That's
12 to
dumb as hell.
13 for me, but I don't think he's.
I was gonna say the
He's a
same
Cooper
thing.
Cup. Cooper Cup is limited. He's still
Don't-
If he's 12 or 13, then he's a number one receiver.
Cooper Cup is limited.
There's
He's
only
still
32
still
teams.
Manny, I don't know what
Cup
you're
is
saying.
not getting busy on the
I don't know.
outside.
That's cool.
I've been preaching. I've been preaching for years.
I
You
never
know what I'm
was the
saying,
biggest
man?
Cooper Cup fan. No, I was never the biggest Cooper
But
Cup
you
fan.
said
Like-
Cooper Cup can line up on the outside. That's cat.
He
Like
lines up
Amari
on the outside
Cooper,
than Amon-Ra. Tell me I'm lying. His route running.
I'm not gonna lie.
It's
That's not
way
enough
better.
moving you,
It's
though.
a way
No,
better.
but here's the
though.
thing.
It's
No,
way
it's not way
better.
better.
Neither one of
Nah,
them are
you
winning on the
comparing shit to
outside.
shit.
That okay? That's cool.
You like- that's
that's
like-
cool. But
you're
it's
comparing
factual.
doodle to
You
doodle.
put anybody in.
That's
this
what I'm
position,
saying.
They're
But
doing it.
here's my thing. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 90% of the times lines on the slot. Cooper Cup, 90% lines on the slot.
Actually,
talk about Cooper Cup.
Amon-Ra
Like he's
St.
working on
Brown
the
only lines
outside.
up in the slot 47.3%.
You said what?
I'm looking at
That's not
actual
true.
number.
That's
It's
not true.
matched.
That's
Watch
not
the
true.
game. Watch the
It's not
game.
true.
Watch
He's
the
like
game.
Early, aren't you a watch the game? You know, well, first off,
Watch the
First
game,
off,
bro.
a lot of the Rams, a lot of the Rams formations, a lot they do
Are
they
condensed.
a bunch a lot, but
Yeah.
there's
I think
still a
it's
lot.
a
Of
lot.
slot.
Yeah, formation
Value
was
guys do
a
well.
big thing under
might be a number
McVay
one.
up
He might be.
until
Yeah,
Zach
that's
Taylor
true.
left.
Yeah.
Like,
That's me.
That's
Hey,
why
I just-
all the bunch and
I ain't
condensed
gonna
sets.
lie,
That's what they live
Amon-Ra
on.
St. Brown went a 4.66. Oh yeah, get this thing out of here.
I'm saying but Smitty
So does Cooper Cup.
Smitty's better than a lot of people. Smitty's a top receiver.
Yeah, I'm faster than Amon-Ra. That's crazy.
Hey, no,
He's
I
a
don't.
top
Trent,
No,
good
I
Trent,
don't
but
like that.
He's a
hold
top
on, hold on,
receiver.
Michael. Hold on. Let me say this real quick, because J-Rob, Trent, I was finna say the same thing Trent just said, bro. I've been watching y'all for a minute. The shit y'all, the stuff y'all used to slander Cooper Cup with being a slot boy. We got to get that same energy to Amon-Ra. I just got to be honest.
Yo, I don't know why. I don't understand why Trent brought that up because he didn't get at nothing. I don't think Amon-Ra's a top 5 receiver. So all I'm saying is he's a number one.
No.
What are you talking about? The same energy.
No, the only reason why I brought that
Manny
up.
said he wasn't a number one. That was blasphemy.
I never. What's the name? I think
Hold on.
I will never say I don't think Amon-Ra's a top 5 receiver at all.
Let me land it.
And that's not crazy.
No.
Let me finish.
No.
Let me finish. Because Manny
We're gonna top 10,
point.
J-Rob.
But hold on. Time out. Manny, is Amari Cooper a number 1 receiver for the Cleveland Browns? Is he number 1?
He's a number one a lot of places.
Is he a top 10 receiver?
Nah.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Is Mike Evans the number 1 receiver for the Buccaneers?
Yes.
He's the number
The
one.
number 1 receiver.
Yes.
So Mike Evans.
All I'm saying is, Manny, there's only 32 teams. Only 10
say they're
players.
number ones. You can say they're number ones, but in my definition, like a
Manny,
true,
that was
true,
just a
true
bad.
number one. I don't think
but
Are they
no,
not number
but
one?
I think
If you're gonna say Cooper
yeah,
Kupp is a
that's
number
bad.
one, you're moving the goalpost to fit a narrative
Man,
because
crazy.
Cooper
You're
Kupp
moving
spent
the goalpost
majority
crazy.
I
of
don't
his
think
snaps.
Cooper Kupp goes
He did-
crazy. Like that's not.
But
You
you would have
Amon-Ra
said he's the
was
number
crazy
one
this
though.
year?
You would have said he's
Yeah,
number one
he
though.
did.
He
did.
went
Amon-Ra
like-
just went dog. What are you saying?
Was Julian Edelman number one for the Patriots?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Super slot deep.
No, yeah.
Wes Welker too. Wes
That's
Welker.
Walker too. Like,
They're
Didn't
number
Amon-Ra
ones for their
go
teams,
and have like
bro. That's
1,500 yards?
Oh, when I mean like a number
Hey,
one, I mean like
hey,
like they're a leader of the
Hey,
elite. Like
J-Rob. Hey,
One at a time,
early.
one at a
Apparently to Manny, can't be a number one receiver. Him. He
Wait,
was a
so-
slot receiver.
who?
Wait, Ooze.
Who?
Steve will work outside though. Let's not
Smith.
go crazy.
He
He
was
can work
playing
outside.
Steve Smith.
But I mean, look,
Steve Smith is an
Smith can work
outside good.
He can
Hey,
work.
hey,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
hey,
Nah, y'all
Hey,
bugging.
J-Rob.
Oh nah, you're booty, mama.
Listen, here's the thing. Here's
Yeah,
the thing.
you're-
The
yo,
real
send
thing
him-
is,
You said
What
Steve
the
Smith was a
NFL
slot guy?
He
no.
was mainly in the slot.
Crazy.
Listen,
No.
so here's the thing. Here's the thing.
No,
Here's the
he's
thing.
breaking
No,
down.
Actually,
this
no.
NFL
Actually, no. Yeah, no.
J-Rob.
You showing your age right now, young blood.
Listen, J-Rob. You play TV. J-Rob.
I ain't gonna lie. Ooze, you showing your age right now, young blood. You showing your age right now, young
I'm
blood.
thinking to the shit. I'm thinking to the shit.
We gotta put that Steve Smith. We gotta put that
No, I'm
Steve
not gonna
Smith
lie.
take on
You
for
like
this young
Smitty.
bull.
You like Smitty, but that's the
Example,
real
that
original
example, but-
Smitty.
Hey, but listen, J-Rob, you know,
Y'all get my
when
point.
you're in that slot, that's the hardest position to guard
Exactly.
Dolo.
1,000%.
Because
Yeah.
you can run every route, and there's a whole lot more space.
It's more
So,
space, and you're running away from the coverage.
Yes, what all of these coordinators are doing now, they're putting their best receivers in the slot.
In the slot.
Because
Why
they know
not?
that's the hardest
The
to do.
Giants did it with
Old school football.
Odell Beckham. They was making
Yeah, I mean everybody's doing it. That's a smart thing to do.
What
That's
are you
a
talking
smart
about?
thing to do.
What they ran 3-step slant every play.
Nah, but I just feel like
wait.
young, like I've
Manny,
been
what
saying,
do
I
you
think the
think?
best
Wait.
X will never be better than the best Z. I think that's how life works. I
You
think,
said that you think the best X would what?
Facts. Wait.
like the best slot will never be better than the best outside.
I
receiver.
agree.
That's just-
I agree with that.
That can never
Never.
exist.
outside receiver.
Yeah, that's fact. Wait.
Because that's what people trying to
Yeah,
tell me.
that's why I feel.
When people
That's
tell
my
me and Gerald
definition
never
of
be
number
the best
one,
receiver in the
like-
league, y'all lost me crazy. He was never that. No.
He could have had the best
No,
year,
what
but
do
he
you mean?
can't
The best
be the best
Coming out of college.
because he can't work outside
No, so-
at the X Dolo. He can't do it.
He can't.
And that's fine. And that's fine.
Yeah, because a perfect example when he finally started lining up outside versus Jair Alexander, jumper cables. You're not going anywhere. You got boxed
He
up.
runs a 4.6. He's
That doesn't mean anything. What? I
It
didn't
has
what?
nothing to do with that. It's not
Just
about
'cause
that.
he
It's just
was 4'6",
there's not a lot of
Hold on.
Why are we bringing up?
You can't be short and run a 4.6. You can't be short and run a 4.6.
Why are we bringing up?
He's not
Cooper
short.
Even a
Cup is
4.3.
Cooper
Cooper
Cup
Cup
is
is
too.
6'2", 215.
Amon-Ra. I said Amon-Ra.
One at a time, y'all.
Well, Cooper
One at a
Cup
time.
ran.
I'm talking about.
But it has nothing to even do with height because Tank, we just saw Tank can play the X.
Yeah,
And
Tank
Tank
play
can get
outside,
busy with the
he
X.
behind the bucket.
My
It's just-
man.
It's hard to do it. It's just it is.
But there's a
just, it's really
There's
hard
a
to play
difference.
X. It's real
There's
real.
a
One at a
difference.
time. One at a
There's a
time.
difference. There's a difference.
It's not
Amon-Ra can't get off the line
You
like
guys-
that. He can't get off the line like that.
Exactly.
But man, that's what we're saying. That's a part of playing X.
That's a
It's
part.
hard to do that. It's really hard to do
I
that.
love people who do that.
Everybody can't do that.
I got a quick
Okay,
question.
wait.
Who y'all taking, Taker or Amon-Ra?
Amon-Ra right now.
Oh, don't ask me
I'm
that
taking
question.
Tank.
Amon-Ra
Don't
right
ask me that
now.
question. Don't ask me that question. Don't ask me that question.
I'm taking Tank Dell.
I would take Tank too, but it's the same kind of cheer.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you right now. Listen. Tank Dell.
I was saying this like 5 years ago.
Tank Dell is like
His
like
mini
Steve
AB.
Smith early.
He's
Even though he's
literally
5'9", he reminded me of little AB because he
Lil
can play
AB.
on the outside.
Yeah,
He's a
Lil
route
AB.
runner.
Little AB.
Little AB
Lil
because
AB.
look, at the end of the day, the only reason I was getting at Manny about the Amon-Ra thing is because if we're not going to tax Cooper Kupp for being schemed into his
Straight
offense
chatting,
from the
bro.
slot, then I'm not going to tax Sun God for the same thing. Now they could be your number one option because that's how they're schemed in your offense, right?
Yep.
But at the same time, I look at little Tank Dell. He's 5'9", and he will get mixy on your best corner. You know what I'm saying? Because he can work the outside. So
But
because he can go outside, and you already know he's a monster on the inside
Daniel's
because of
really
it already.
like that, bro.
So the
That
fact
being so small too, it's gonna come back.
no, I know. But I'm gonna say this though. Even though he's so skinny though, me watching DeVonta Smith last the way he's last in the NFL, I personally, I'm okay with Tank Dell being skinny. You know what I'm saying? Because
if you look at how he got
Devontae made me more
Hey, Ocho Cinco. We seen Ocho Cinco.
Hey, and J-Rod, look how Tank got hurt.
He's skinny, but
he got hurt off a freak injury.
And because, bro, the coach, they had him inserting into the box. Like, why are you doing that? Of course he's gonna get hurt. He's little. Like, that's kind of stuff that's dumb. That's why he got hurt. It's not because he got hit too hard and he just can't hold up.
Bro.
You're not touching Tank. You can't touch him.
You definitely can't touch Tank. Yeah, you definitely can't touch Tank.
I'm taking Tank over Amon-Ra. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I'll take, and I'll be honest, I'm taking Puka. Give me the Puka.
Hey, facts.
Because Puka can play outside and inside.
Y'all know how.
Oh no, I'm not doing that.
I'm not gonna lie to you. You lost me. I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you.
I'm mad at you, Earl. I'm not mad.
That boy Puka is good, yo.
I think Tank does things better than
He's not better than Tank.
Wait,
he might be.
Like Smitty is really light.
Puka is Ryan Reggie Wayne.
The thing, bro, DeVonta Smith he's in an offense that can't feature two elite receivers. That's the problem.
Go ahead.
And they feature AJ Brown.
It can
go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say I got Tank on top 10.
Yo, let Hellfire go, y'all. Say that again. No, start over, Hellfire. Start over.
Oh, I have Tank on top 10 wide receiver watch already.
Okay.
Wow.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, early at the end of the day, early. You know how we give people extra boosts for being the last pick in the draft. I'm giving that nigga a boost for being 5'8", cooking these niggas at 5'8". Heart over height.
He's shorter than me. I'm 5'9". He's really shorter than me.
Yo, I activated my trap card.
Bigger than Tank Bell.
J-Rob, he really a midget, bro. His wicks make him.
I do have a question for y'all.
Tank is crazy, bro.
How long will it take for the top 3 receivers this year draft to enter that top 10 realm, in y'all opinion?
Gonna be top 10.
I got some
I'm
not gonna lie to you, bro.
I think Neighbors can be top 10.
Look, Marv gonna be better. Look, J-Rob, I'm saying this right. Marv gonna be better than Amon-Ra. Rome gonna be better than Amon-Ra. We gonna have these conversations. We gonna have these conversations.
Not neighbors, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Nah, cut this man some tape.
Listen, Trent. I've been watching more tape.
Yo, Rome is like
that. Dog.
I'm about to cook goose.
Hey, Trent.
Brian Thompson.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Ever since your brother put it in the air, I started really watching more Brian Thomas tape.
He's been
J-Rob.
He's not better than the league. Stop it. He's not better than
He will be.
I'm gonna be honest. Look, listen. I think when it comes to the NFL, I think Brian Thomas will be a better NFL, and I think Neighbors is going to be good too. But I think Neighbors is not going to be better than Brian Thomas in the league, and he's not going to be better than Keon Dunk Coleman, bro.
My main thing with Brian
Keon Coleman, if you like Jamar Chase, you like Keon Coleman. I don't care what you say.
I'm not really mad about it.
Keon not as fast as Jamar, though.
He's just doing the same things at 6'4".
Hold on.
One mic. I gotta say that my main thing with Brian Thomas is that it's just like really Jalen Hyatt. They both had limited route trees. Like their route trees is so limited because Brian Thomas only run like comebacks, goals, and hitches. That's really all he run. So I want to see how he do it in the NFL. He could eventually be better. I'm not gonna be.
Let's say this.
Hold on. Before. No, Manny.
No, because you're a fan of. What does he do better? You're a fan of that. What does he do better?
Let me clarify.
What does Malik Neighbors not do for you to call him mids?
Oh, no, I don't think he's mid. Oh, no, I don't think he's mid.
Wait.
I don't know. Steve Smith broke down the tape. I trust Steve Smith on receivers.
Let me clarify this. I would definitely drag in Reginald. I was kind of trolling with that. But in my opinion, the fact that Neighbors are looked at as a top 5, top 6 pick, that is crazy to me. Hold on. Let me finish. Let me
get his take off. Man, you don't think Travis Hunter's a good DB. So
Huh?
we gonna let my dog
he's a
talk.
man.
We gonna let my dog talk. We gonna let my dog Ooze talk. We gonna let Ooze talk. We gonna let Ooze talk. Yo, can Ooze go? Can we let Ooze go? Go ahead, Ooze.
Since the league right now at this current standpoint, probably the most talented we've seen receivers, especially like how deep it is, bro. I don't think with a guy like Malik Neighbors, who I don't think is a game-changing type of receiver, especially in the league, like a Marvin Harrison Jr. is. Like I don't think he's gonna come in day one and impact the team's offense like Marvin Harrison.
That's not really
like
crazy to say when you look at the film.
Like a Roman Duse. Like in my opinion, as soon as Marvin gets drafted, he can get put in those top 10 conversations. Roman Duse, to me, it's like he's a like kind of
watch his Sugar Bowl film. Oh my God,
his catch radius,
rocking.
his size, his route running, he can create separation on any given route, bro. I don't think Neighbors is. I think Neighbors is more of a gadget guy.
You can save that pick. You can get Keon Coleman. You can save that pick.
I think Neighbors is a gadget guy in the league, in my opinion. I don't
He
think
is, but
But
if you put that gadget guy in a San Francisco, you put that gadget guy in a certain offense, they can be impactful. Like he can be impactful. I just don't know if he'll be top 10. Like,
how about this?
But Young, like you just said, you have to. It's like a Michael Penix. You have to put him in a certain situation for him to be at that ceiling like those other guys.
That's a skill set issue, though. That's just a skill set.
Unless he run a 4-3, he ain't going first.
I personally wouldn't. I don't think he's going the second receiver off the board. I think it's going to be Rome.
Yeah, Rome is good.
I think so too.
I think he's at least top 3.
I actually think Neighbors gonna be like the fourth guy to come off the board because I'm gonna let you know right now. Rome and Marvin probably go on the first two, but I already know once Keon put them spandex on, once Keon put them spandex on, and he run that 40, and if that 40 say anything 4-4 or up. It's quiet because the first one I gotta remember.
This card.
Wait, hold on. Let me explain something to y'all about Keon Coleman, the athlete. Let me explain something to y'all, Keon Coleman, the athlete that y'all don't understand. Keon Coleman went to Michigan State not because he was just good at football. They also recruited him to be a basketball player for the team. Michigan State, not no chump basketball school. So to look at him to play basketball and football, that means they have high regard for who he is as an athlete. So all I'm saying is, I'm giving Keon Coleman the same, like, when it comes to athleticism, it's kind of, to me, the same thing with Anthony Richardson. You're not going to let an athletic freak that's oozing off the paper sit there and slide down, and then he be a freak he go number 20-something and be a freak for somebody else. You just can't let that happen.
What he did for DK Metcalf, J-Rock.
Nah. It's still.
The 40 shot DK Metcalf.
It's not like DK. It didn't skyrocket.
But DK also had DK broke his neck. DK broke his neck.
Nah, it wasn't.
DK broke his neck.
And I don't think
I find this
Keon's not as stiff as DK. He got some.
I agree with that.
I'm looking for
because Donnie Mitchell. Y'all watching for Donnie Mitchell too.
What do y'all? AD Mitchell's good. Yeah, he's nice. But I got a question. Like, I understand that you feel like Neighbors gonna be a gadget guy.
He heartbroken, right?
But I'm sorry. He lines up anywhere and he wins.
Neighbors is not him, Manny.
Neither is Jalen Daniels. But y'all don't hear me,
bro. You gotta realize the way Malik sets up, the way he stems the way he stems the DB and gets past them, the way he hits his top speed acceleration, and when he hits the top of his route is crazy, bro.
He's a gadget guy, bro. He's gonna be a gadget
guy. He's a great deep threat. He's good intermediate. His hands are elite. He has elite hands.
Y'all putting too much on that gadget guy. Y'all niggas,
he's a number one on the
best. I will say this. I don't think he'll be a gadget guy.
Versatile when at LSU. I can say that too.
I don't think he'll be a gadget guy.
He was incredible.
Yeah, I don't think he'll be a gadget guy, but I do think he will be more known in the league. He'll be a great slot receiver in the league. He
can line up
because he'll be a mismatch. He'll be a great mismatch, and there's no disrespect. I think he's a dog. Like
you telling me, he's not a Jamar Chase.
Telling me Neighbors?
He's not.
You telling me Neighbors is the receiver?
Put him with Jim Harbaugh and Justin Herbert. Watch how scared he
to match up with Daniel Jones. You really
it doesn't matter. Rome. It doesn't.
Rome is way better than him to me. I'm sorry.
Way better is crazy. Way better is crazy.
Then Malik Neighbors.
I'll put it like this. I'll put it like this to answer your question because I think this is going to be the top 3 because I think now Jaden Daniels probably going to go top 3 with Gerard Mayo. I think he's going to the Patriots, so it's going to be Caleb Drake, JD. We're going to get a receiver. So I don't care. It could be Rome. It could be Malik. Either way, we're Gucci if we get both. I don't care. Or Keon. I don't care. I don't care.
I would clearly want Rome. To me, Rome is clearly better.
Who does Malik
Wait,
Neighbors?
Clearly better is that makes no sense.
I don't
Like,
have a
sense.
really legit comp for him, but I just
Who
think
does
that
Malik Neighbors go to?
he's a real deal, versatile receiver, and he can line.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I know they got us taking. I know the Jets got us taking alignment.
Joel, I'll take Joel.
But I will say this though: if Rome Odunze or Keon Coleman is there at 11, I don't see the Jets letting them fall past. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they can't.
Unless there's a guarantee that we get in. Unless there's a guarantee we get in
number 2.
DeVonta, you do not as much as we need the O-lineman. I also watched what happened in Cincinnati. Go get that other weapon, man. It works. So I've seen enough, bro. Like I've seen enough.
They saw Brian Thomas. They said Brian Thomas goes top 15 right now. They got him on the draft board top 15.
No,
I'm just not.
They got Brian Thomas top 15.
Neighbors, I like Rome.
One
I
at a
like
time.
Rome over Neighbors too. But the thing is, Neighbors is a better runner to catch than you could probably argue better route runner. One thing I like about Rome is his contested catching. Romeo is probably
these hands are elite.
Like he's elite, but Rome contested catching is
and you root for LSU so hard.
Like,
his hands are elite. Trey, am I lying? Does Malik have elite hands?
Route running is important though, bro. What you like? That's one of the biggest.
Rome is a better route runner.
Where does he go, guys?
I mean, you go either way.
Yeah, I don't think Neighbors is a better route runner than Rome, bro.
I think you go either way.
If we're going hands, if you're telling me hands, I'm taking. If you're telling me hands,
Rome has better hands.
Yeah, Rome got better hands.
I think to me, I don't always listen. I don't
can't even high point the ball like Thomas can. Like,
I mean,
when I look at route running in the NFL, just period, route running to me is not if you could make the DB like fall out of your sleep, like fall out of their shoes and how mixed it is. I'm gonna tell you something. As a DB myself, as a corner, the hardest receivers to guard was when every route looked the same because you just don't know which way it's going. Like some receivers, for example, they do all that mixy stuff, but it's easy to guard because they still stemming one way. So they are stemming hard inside, so I know they break outside. It's not like that they got Malik Neighbors inside, even going to the Giants, something like that. So
the Chargers. They got Malik.
So that's my whole thing with it. I think Rome is just mad patient.
I know this. Even if you say Rome is better than Malik, I think Malik is a top 15 lock. Should be.
Oh yeah, he's top 15.
I think the Jets would definitely I think the Jets would be a team that if he's available, I think he would go with Aaron Rodgers.
I mean, he's a top 5 wide receiver on the board.
He's top 3.
He's a receiver.
We gotta understand. Hey,
actually top 4 if I think about it.
There's somebody college.
This is a receiver-rich league, bro. You do not go get a Malik Neighbors.
Why are you acting like Malik Neighbors some limited slot merchant?
Yeah, he's not limited.
He violated you. He violated you.
Why are you?
Let me explain.
I'm defending Keon.
Okay, who was the best player in the country? Who was the best receiver in the country last year? I'm asking you.
Maserati Mar.
I don't care. That don't mean nothing.
No, but yeah, dude.
Like I don't care if you had the best season. Like, let me just say that this is why I'm saying this, Trent. Because like I said, bro, there are plenty of receivers. There's plenty of receivers around the league already, and this is a receiver-rich draft too. You're not gonna get. I don't think Malik Neighbors is enough of a game changer to be within the top 7 picks. That's me. I don't think he is.
What makes him not? Say the Giants. What makes him not that? Please explain it to me.
I don't think he has the skill level to a guy like a Marvin Harrison Jr. or Roman Deuce.
Marvin Harrison Jr. is clear-cut the best receiver in the class, so that's easy.
Roman Deuce too. I said Roman Deuce.
But you dragging the Rome though. You're dragging Rome.
To me,
Rome doesn't clear Neighbors. You're dragging.
The only thing Neighbors does better than Rome is it's just after the catch. That's
but
it.
Everything else is. You can say Rome has everything else is close though.
Rome takes, but
Rome has clearly better contested
catching. But Trent, what he's saying is this: is Malik Neighbors a game changer for the Giants or for Tennessee?
Yes.
He's not. Y'all lying like shit.
There's no way you watch it. There's no way you watch it play football and don't believe that. There's no way you watch it play football and you don't believe that.
Early. Do you watch college football?
There's no way you watch football.
Did you watch Malik Neighbors this year? I don't know how you can say he can't be. I don't know why you're acting like. Well, what's his name? Malik Neighbors. Right I don't know why you're acting like Malik Neighbors was just like a great college receiver, and that's all. You act like
he was the best.
Like I don't know why you're acting like that.
Dude,
Yeah, but
Neighbors
Malik
has
Neighbors is
potential
phenomenal.
now.
He's great hands, great routes.
Yeah, we saw
Versatile.
Malik Neighbors now.
You know, in a pass-happy league, and we all know versatility is king in this league now.
Mm-hmm.
All these
100%.
receivers that do inside, outside, like Malik Neighbors can do that. So to say that he can't be a game changer or he can't be the number one for the Giants or the fucking Titans,
I didn't say that. Trey, I didn't say that.
well, I know early did because he being a bot because they was arguing Brennan Rice a week ago. Niggas was arguing Brennan Rice.
That's talking about value.
Brandon Rice can't line up in the
Value, name value because he's a Rice.
Thank you, help.
Wait, so
because his last name is Rice, that's why it's value.
Neighbors is the top
One at a time, y'all.
To me, Neighbors is the top 3 wide receiver in this draft. Me personally, as a GM, I'm not even thinking twice. I'm not getting a Malik Neighbors type of guy receiver at my 6th pick. The 6th pick.
Neighbors type of guy. What do you mean by that?
I'm not taking because I don't think he's a game.
What do you mean by that?
The thing is not that hard to me.
Like, what do you mean about a Malik Neighbors type of guy, though? What do you mean? You have to explain that.
I think Marvin Harrison Jr. has the skill set and the talent, ability to be the best receiver in the league. I think Rumor Dude can be a top 5 receiver in this league. With Neighbors, I don't think he can. I do.
I agree. Rome,
he can be in that same thing.
He's right.
He can be in that same tier.
Hold on. Time out. Let's be honest. I ain't gonna lie. I'm being straight honest. I'll admit. Rome and Marvin Harrison, to me, that's the most talented tandem of receivers I've seen to come into a draft at the time. I truly believe both of them can be top 5 receivers.
Because
AJ Green, no G baby.
AJ Green, Julio Jones. Yeah. Okay, but early, how many years ago was that? That's my whole point.
Also, I have a question for you.
If y'all saying Rome can be top 5, so can Malik Neighbors.
No, we can't.
That's so tough for me though because you have to look at it.
I have a genuine question. Well, how Malik Neighbors plays football and how he's hella versatile. Why can't he be used the way niggas use CeeDee Lamb?
See, Trent Don't is the main guy.
Yo, wait, hold on. Look. I think Malik Neighbors is good, Trent. I think he is good. But I truly do not believe that Malik's Neighbors' skill set will make him anywhere max but a top 15 to top 20 receiver.
You don't think he's gonna be top 10 receiver.
That's not a bad thing. That's not to be a top 15 or top 20 receiver in the entire National Football League is an insult.
I know Rome's like that. I know, but here's the thing.
That's an insult.
But here's the thing. I know Rome is like that. But actually, to me, to say that Rome can be in the top 5 and say Neighbors can't, and Neighbors can be used like a CeeDee Lamb in today's league is crazy to me.
I don't agree with that because, bro, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest, bro. The problem I have with the Neighbors thing is I like Neighbors, but if Keon Coleman reaches his potential, he's going to be way better than Rome. Facts. So that's why we bring that up. Facts. That tells you that's 3 receivers in his own draft. That's 3 receivers. There's 3 receivers in his draft that could be. There's 3 receivers in this draft. That means there's 3 receivers in this draft who you and me both agree could be top 5 receivers based off their talent. I don't think Neighbors is in that range.
I got 4 of them.
He's not those guys.
J-Rock, you're not give me no logic. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Wait, Trent, I got a question.
What? For the 4?
He's not. Trent, I hear the way you talk about receivers, Trent. I hear the way you talk about
receivers a lot. Grant, go ahead, Grant. Tell me who you got. Who you got?
Dev, you were asking me the 4 that I think could be top 5 right now. So the 4 that I have, Marvin, Malik, Rome, and Keon. I think those 4 guys.
Hey, don't make Xavier get to
and I have Troy Franklin there at 5. I think Troy Franklin is that dude. Just especially when I look at his film and when you look at like
after he's done,
how his speed and like how his precise in his route running, especially. And he's very versatile, which I think is really exceptional. But, you know, I think those 4 or 5 guys can be top 5 receivers.
Yeah, Ooze, you got your light. Turn your light on, Ooze. Let me get these right. Now, let me turn these on. Let me do these real quick, and then we get back to it. If this is the M for Belichick, where is he ranked for y'all all time? I mean, he'll never be over Andy Reid to me.
Okay, J-Rob, Riddell needed me to answer that in specific.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
When it comes to where Belichick is ranked all time as a coach, if this is the end, the last 2-3 years have officially made the case for Belichick being locked as the greatest coach of all time. No more. I'm willing to walk in debate.
Who's the greatest coach?
What's up?
I'm saying that.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna lie.
I'm saying that the lock of that Belichick being the GOAT head coach, having that be locked in, is no more.
Hey, bro. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I'm with the Belichick slender. I think y'all dragging it though.
Wait, can I
I'm not dragging nothing.
Andy Reid gonna Bill Belichick.
Give me
Jared, I'm gonna see
you. Let me finish. Let me finish. Let's finish these though. We gotta finish these though. Go ahead, bro.
I want to say something.
I just want to.
No, let me finish these super chats. Go ahead, Michael. Hurry up. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. 15 seconds. All I want to say is I do agree. I'm not mad that you're saying that Andy Reid is better because Andy Reid's a great coach, but like I also saw Andy Reid fumble playoffs for a number of years with not one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time on his roster. But that's not taken away from him as like a top 5 coach of all time. I'm just saying, like comparing him to Belichick, I think another a Super Bowl now really starts the conversation for me. And then you add more, then yes, like I'm with you 100%. And like X and O's
2 or 3 more, it's going to be Andy. Go ahead, Gerard.
Hey,
right. I'm 100% on that wave.
Is G-Daddy here? Oh, G-Daddy.
Come on, man, with the G-Daddy.
Let me finish these last two.
Oh my God,
let me finish these last two. We can get back into it. N-Words was just preaching about G Will produced with bad QBs. Terry been doing this for years.
But G
Will more talented. G Will more talented. J-Rob thought on Packers DC hire was LSU DC in 2019. I mean, listen, OSU put out nothing but defensive talent. So, I mean, obviously, you coming with them schematics.
Yeah,
so.
I ain't gonna lie, Gerald. You do got to answer that question,
though. What? Slot receivers' lives matter too. Facts.
They do matter.
I know G-Ba's about to go.
They just matter. They just don't matter when it comes to top 10.
No, but he's about to glaze.
That's not crazy.
You said it doesn't matter when they come to top 10, even though I mean we all had Cooper Kupp there. But nevertheless, the question I would have asked, I don't even want to get into that.
Talk to me, gang.
When in the world did Andy Reid become greater than Bill Belichick?
Wait. You know what's crazy? When I slipped that in there, when I slipped that in here, I was hoping that was
early.
Wait. When I slipped that in there, I was hoping nobody was going to really hear
that.
I heard you. I just didn't say anything. I'm waiting for her to figure that one out.
Let me explain myself. Everybody been on me lately because there's some things that I've been saying that I feel like are facts. Like give me Drew Brees over Peyton Manning. Now when we get to stop, give me Paul Pierce. Now let's get to this whole situation with Andy Reid. The reason why, to me, I'm finna take Andy Reid because G baby, this predicated on my idea of knowing that Andy Reid is about to win. I'm gonna say 5 rings with Peyton Manning, with Mahomes, right? So that's 5. I think 5 is a great number for rings, right?
Now when I
here we go. Hate the Patriots, bro.
Now you take Andy Reid and remove the Super Bowls with Mahomes, right? I got 5 AFC Championship appearances. I got playoff runs. I got nice. So all I'm saying is when Andy Reid's career is over, I think he'll be the GOAT when it comes to the coaches.
Okay, bet. I got you, J-Rob. I got you. There's 2
avenues. That's nasty, though. How's that nasty?
No. There's 2 avenues. There's 2 avenues I'm gonna go with this, right?
Okay, come on.
First off, you don't necessarily say it, but don't you believe that getting the job done when it matters the most? You went to 5 AFC chips before you got Mahomes and only made one.
Hold on. What was Bill before that?
That's the next part I'm going to.
It's hard to even go to the NFC Championship game.
Hey, I just wanted you to answer that question first because there's another route I'm going with this too. I just wanted to know. You feel me? Because then the next part that I'm going with, right? So you obviously Belichick got the 7, and you said Mahomes and them would have the 5, right? Or Andy Reid would have the 5. But weren't you just a part of a conversation where we were taxing Bill Belichick for having Tom Brady?
Yeah, but I'm not.
So what did Andy Reid? What did Andy Reid?
Now let me activate my trap card. Now let me activate my trap card. You act like you don't know where I'm going. I'm not taxing. What I'm taxing is I'm taxing their pre-GOAT eras. That's the distinct. That to me, that's the difference.
Belichick before. Oh, so okay.
Pre-GOAT. When I look at both of them, Brady and Belichick, and I look at Reid and Mahomes. If I were to take them two coaches, and remove their errors with their GOAT players without Brady, I'm Andy Reid to me as a head coach, his career prior to Mahomes is better than Belichick's prior to Brady.
Okay, so
prior to Brady or after Brady?
Prior to Brady and after Brady.
That's what I'm saying. After Brady too. That's what I was saying.
But prior to Brady.
Okay, but also too prior.
That's all I'm saying.
I don't. Hellfire, you might know this quicker than me. I don't.
Well, all I'm saying is, all the players. I ain't never heard the players.
Wasn't Bill Belichick?
None of Andy Reid's old players is out here on these podcasts calling him a fraud. That's all I know. All I know is that these old players that play for Bill come on podcasts and say it's Tom. But when the old players from Andy Reid era, they just say, I love Andy Reid. That's what they say.
No, y'all say that, but every time,
Let me get to the finale. All I'm saying is, when you look at Bill Belichick and Andy Reid, we both cannot, both are going to measure them for them at their peak powers with Brady and with Mahomes. So I think that's about even. When it's all said and done, that's going to be about even. You could flip a coin there.
Yeah, but
when you remove the GOATs,
yes. Okay,
I got more winning seasons and all of that from my boys over here.
Okay, but J-Rob, this is something
that's crazy.
J-Rob, let me explain. I'm not even saying it's crazy, but it's just the way you slipped it in there, Paul. The way you slipped it in there was kind of wild.
Yeah, that was.
I said, y'all heard me say pause, relax. So J-Rob, here's the thing. Hellfire, you can correct me on this. How long was Bill Belichick a head coach without Brady? Because before I know he was the DC.
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that.
J-Rob, listen. J-Rob, listen. When Bill Belichick, what are we talking about? Listen, when Bill Belichick became a head coach, he only had Bledsoe for maybe a year.
No, G baby.
Yeah.
Get him Hellfire.
Before Brady, he also had a stint in Cleveland where he was below 500, only had one playoff appearance and got blown out.
Oh my God!
Hey, you was talking about Hellfire has shit. Hey, listen.
Talk about that shit.
Wait, stop. Hellfire. Now that you
my boy Big Red was eating cheeseburgers going to NFC championships.
And losing.
Bill Belichick don't lose when he gets there, though. Bill Belichick don't lose when he gets there, though. Like
everybody stop.
Everybody stop.
G-Baby, I'm going right after you.
You have brought that up. If y'all are really gonna hold Cleveland,
that damn near about to say, I damn near about to take Sean Payton. Nah, I'm stopping.
We moving the goalposts now?
No, that's not moving the goalposts early in this.
Let me say this real quick.
Yeah, it is, Michael.
Dude, the Cleveland Browns.
Hey, G-Baby, 5. G-Baby. Wait,
Michael.
500 seasons, he had a Cleveland out of 6.
Let me say this.
By the way.
I'm gonna look at these Cleveland teams.
Last time. Every time.
Wait.
Wait, one at a time.
Guys, please.
Michael, I'm going. Shut up.
Go ahead, Lonnie. Lonnie ain't really talk. Go ahead, Lonnie. Lonnie just got here. Let him go.
What's been going on all week? And I've been calling people out when we have these like GOAT QB debates. What does everyone almost do? Oh, but Belichick in that defense. You can't. They can't make a QB argument without bringing up Belichick and his defense. So
listen.
Yo, Manny, yo.
Yo, I can tag it. You tag it, Lonnie? I can tag it, Lonnie?
Wait. Go ahead, Trent. Go ahead, Trent.
Hold on, J-Rob. You are disgusting. Because you bringing up Andy Reid, making it to them NFC chips. You are always a person who always say, oh, I don't care about the participation trophies. They always used
I don't. But at the end of the day,
Andy Reid better.
Okay, but at the end of the day, yeah, you're right. I do care. I don't care about participation trophies because at the end of the day, y'all always telling me about it don't matter for this, that, and this, that when it comes to these quarterbacks. But then y'all always be quick to tax them when they fucking lose.
Okay,
so let me finish.
Andy
Let me
Reid.
finish, nigga. You call me, I'm gonna rock with you.
Yeah.
So when it comes to the two coaches that we talking about,
yeah,
I'm already assuming they got GOAT quarterbacks. They're gonna have these Super Bowls,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So what else am I supposed to look at? Let's look at the rest of the resume. At the end of the day, I look at the rest of the resume.
Quarterbacks away.
Hellfire
Fair.
really gave you the resume. So I'm gonna go by what Andy Reid. See, the thing is, he could lose. He could say, "I don't want to be a Chiefs head coach no more," and another team gonna ask Andy Reid to be the coach.
Immediately.
The game is not outgrowing Andy Reid because Andy Reid is really him. So every asset of the game evolving, Andy Reid is evolved with it. And wait, so when I look at Bill Belichick and Andy Reid, when it's all said and done, I think you're gonna have the rings. You're gonna have the GOAT career with the GOAT quarterback. And so when you have to decide what's the nitpicky thing you got to do to separate them, we got to go by what they.
My question is to you though. You don't think it's just hella disgusting to bring up Cleveland, even though that was everybody know around that time.
It could be disgusting. It could be okay. It could be disgusting. It could be disgusting, and this is probably nasty work by me too. But also, I'm seeing the post Brady career for Belichick, and maybe that's not fair right now. Can you close your mouth? Close your mouth. It's not fair right now. Exactly, it's not fair to do that right now because obviously I don't know what Reid looked like post Mahomes, so it will be very disingenuous of me to really OD with that.
Wait, I've waited my turn. Please let me. Thank you.
All right,
thank you, brother.
Yo, Mike, stop whining, gang. That shit started getting on my nerves, bro. Stop whining, bro. Stop whining, bro.
Sorry, has 30 turns. I've been waiting. I just want to say.
All right, go.
I don't like the fact that we're gonna totally just destroy Bill's resume with the Browns because I understand the fact that they did not they over-succeeded a couple or they underperformed a couple times. I'll give you that, but the way that he left that franchise when he left, the year that they left Cleveland, they were about to make the playoffs, and because of the fact that Cleveland and the Browns announced that they were leaving, that destroyed their organization as a whole. And I think if you look to those Ravens teams immediately once they moved to Baltimore, they were able to have success. And as much as Ozzie Newsome came in and drafted Ray Lewis, and I think Ed Reed too, I think a big reason why they became so successful so quickly was because of what the foundation Bill had built. So that's my only point. As I said, I talked about the Andy Reid versus Bill stuff early, but that's just something I want to add.
Now, I forgot he was that.
So that's
real quick. I forgot he was on that Ravens defense.
So you're basically
baby.
telling me this is the Tony Dungy before John Gruden took over.
I want to address.
That's basically what you're telling me. Belichick was in Cleveland. Tony Dungy before Gruden took over. That's basically
honestly, Bill Belichick was really. Honestly, Bill Belichick was. I ain't gonna lie. Bill Belichick might have been Matt Patricia, honestly, until he got Brady.
Oh, stop.
So what is Andy Reid in? What is Andy Reid in?
I got something for you, J-Rob. I'm going to use your words against you.
Who was Andy Reid before he got Mahomes? Andy Reid, he's been coaching for a very long time, and he still has not been.
Sean McVay.
He done shown us.
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't.
Mastermind.
So wait, early.
I'll be violating, bro. I'll violate, bro.
That guy. You know, Andy Reid was the head coach for the Andrew Luck comeback down 20-something to 0, right? He was the head coach for that. He was the head coach of Marcus Mariota, right? You know Andy Reid was the head coach for that, right? Let's not do this.
Yo. I don't really want to hear that. All I know is when the proof is in the pudding, they coming for Andy Reid.
Yeah.
They came for Tom. They didn't come for they didn't come for Bill Belichick.
J-Rob, so you're
What
earlier than
were
J-Rob.
they with
Alex Smith?
Andy
What were they
Reid
with Alex
leaves,
Smith?
he gets a job immediately.
Andy Reid has been successful
He's
in
the
both.
highest paid coach in the NFL.
All I'm saying is, if it was Andy Reid who decided he wanted to go somewhere else, early. Let me ask you a question. Half the teams in the NFL is rolling out the red carpet for Andy. Whatever burger joint he want to go to.
We would sell.
So is Sean McVay a better coach than Bill
We would
Belichick?
sell Bryce Young sold for Andy Reid.
Come on, talk about it, bro.
J-Rob, so
Talk
is Sean
about it, bro.
McVay a better coach for is Sean McVay a better coach than Bill Belichick too? Because they would do the same thing for Sean McVay.
I think when Sean McVay's career is all said and done, it'll be arguable.
You know what's really nasty?
What do you want me to do? Wait, G-Baby.
So every offensive maximum is better than
Time
Bill
out.
Belichick?
You think that was a
G-Baby,
fluke?
you fed up with me. You fed up with me about this. But you're not fed up when I say Drew Brees better than Peyton Manning, though.
Because he believed it.
Because you finally woke up.
No, but here's the thing, though, Jared. With that
Listen, one of the nastiest points.
But J-Rob, you know I'm not trying to hear that with the
y'all being dead ass.
Andy Reid left a hella coach. You know I'm not trying to hear that, J-Rob. You know I'm not trying to hear that.
He's a
What you not trying to hear?
If Brian Daboll left the Giants right now, hella teams be giving up the red card for him to join the team.
No, they wouldn't. I watched that. I still remember that Bills game. I still think about the Bills game. I'm still thinking about that $40 million you gave Daniel Jones.
Are you really about to say? Are you really?
Wait,
are you
$40
really
million to Daniel Jones is crazy.
Are you
crazy?
Are you really about to say?
For them
Bro, come on, bro.
Brian Dable's not the right name to use.
About to be really nasty.
If Kyle Shanahan, you told me Shanahan.
Be really nasty.
Hold on,
a job in the NFL at this time. He better be a defensive coordinator, and that's it. I'm gonna be real nasty.
If would have told me,
He's only a defensive
Kyle
coordinator in this
Shanahan,
era.
we talking.
Honestly, Bill Belichick should just come work at Ohio State or something as a D coordinator or come to one of those.
Of course you do.
Hey,
he should go to college. Don't do what they say.
Yo, if Bill Belichick had the stones of his conviction to come to Ohio State and be the DC, I would change a lot of my narratives on
Take
him.
him as the head coach.
But
I will respect him. I will respect him because he came and took the challenge.
It's Rex Ryan with a good quarterback.
Shut up.
You just yapping.
What's your biggest? You just called him. I don't think you.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Rex would have had a good quarterback. Probably would have won. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, I don't hate Bill Belichick. I don't hate anybody. I don't hate Bill Belichick. I like Bill Belichick 100%. But I do think in some ways, like as for me, and this is maybe me from the nostalgia tax. Like now, I kind of understand how these old heads feel about Jordan a little bit. When I look at Tom,
put the garbage on you, J-Rob.
yeah. When I look at Tom Brady, like, when I look at Tom Brady, bro, and I think back at his career and the moments he had, bro, I understand Bill Belichick gave him a great defense a lot of times, but Tom Brady is a cerebral surgeon assassin like no other. Like, bro, because of Tom Brady, you was always green. You was always green. Like, even if the team went up by 7, even if the team went up 7, you know I got Brady. I'm green, and I don't know. Like, I look at him. The only reason I give Andy Reid a little bit more grace is because I've seen Andy Reid take teams, even if they don't win a Super Bowl or didn't go win the NFC Championship. I don't have unfortunately I just do not have the sample size that I feel like I could give Belichick that same grace. No, that's not fair. That's not fair. You know what I'm saying? I'll be honest, that's not fair.
Hold on, let me say something. That's fair.
Movie's nuts.
Because when we look at Andy Reid, bro, we just seen with Andy Reid with multiple different quarterbacks, multiple different systems, still be extremely successful in the league. He made Alex Smith a Pro Bowler, bro. Alex Smith is garbage. Garbage.
Tyler Huntley was a Pro Bowler.
Alex Smith was garbage.
Tyler Huntley was a Pro Bowler.
Gardner Minshew's a Pro Bowler.
Not even that, bro.
Gardner Minshew's a Pro Bowler. Now, if you would have told me all pro, it would have been different. If you would have told me all pro.
But J-Rob,
he was a Pro Bowler.
I'm listening to you.
In Tom Brady's, he got 3 Super Bowl losses, right? 3 or 4?
3. He's 7-10. He's 7-10. He's
7-3. Yeah. So in them 3 Super Bowl losses, hey, just know the defense showed up for 2 of them. And he had the biggest choke job in one of them. So one of the biggest choke jobs in one of them. So hey,
I ain't gonna lie, G baby. You don't deserve Tom Brady, bro. You don't respect the greatness, bro. You just don't respect the greatness.
It's gonna suck. Tell me who the quarterback was right now, though. J-Rob.
I'll listen.
You think if Bill comes back and he was to win with another team, he clears Andy Reid though?
Yes.
He would clear him.
Clear him. He would clear him.
He already clears him.
But
I don't think because I just
to me that's why I feel like Brady
if he goes to like
Brady
Green Bay or
his
something,
situation sometimes
because
he did it with another situation.
Right. No, I get what you're saying. Like what I'm saying is like when I look at the two head coaches, like I think right now it sounds crazier because of where Andy Reid is in his career. But if Andy Reid just keep adding to the trophy room, that conversation gets closer because now he win this one, he had 3. So what will he be in Super Bowls? 3-1? It'll be 3-1, 3-2. It'll be 3-2 in Super Bowls.
Right. Yeah.
So then he build it out. He has 5 Super Bowl appearances. Like I will say this, I will give all the coaches when you come to like Hall of Fame careers. This is not all. When you come to Hall of Fame careers, you got to credit a coach for an appearance, even if they don't win them all. Like I'm still going to give credit to Tom Brady and Bill Belichick, Andy Reid, for making it.
And J-Rob, I wanted to say,
yeah, Joe Burrow don't get love for making it to the Super Bowl always.
Yeah,
that's why Edge gets his love too.
Like what your issues were,
Edge.
When I asked you what your issues were with Bill, I will agree with you fully on the fact that all of the savvy GM moves that Bill made, they really don't work without that guy at quarterback. That guy that you can slot in anywhere and he'll make it happen. So from that standpoint, I'm 100% agree. Having Brady there gave him flexibility
what does that have to do with coaching?
to make decisions. Because
go ahead, Lonnie. Tell us about Bill Belichick after Michael Dunn. After Michael Dunn, go ahead, Lonnie. After him.
Go ahead, Lonnie. Go ahead, Mike.
Personnel moves because you have the flexibility to make personnel moves when you have the greatest quarterback of all time. So like all of the GM moves that he made that look good, a lot of them have to do with the fact that you have a quarterback in there that you can, pencil in to give you top 3 production and be that level of great.
I get what he's saying.
He was the GM before Tom Brady became the GOAT. I just want y'all to know, Bill Belichick was the GM. Bill Belichick was the GM before Tom Brady became the GOAT.
Bill Belichick was the GM his entire Pats tenure.
The whole time he was the GM. So don't make it seem like he was the GM after Tom Brady became this guy. No, he was the GM before Tom Brady was this guy.
Thank you.
He was making these
y'all wanna, bro.
Before Tom Brady became the guy.
Wow.
Can I go, J-Rob?
Baby, I literally said that.
Go ahead, Lonnie. Just lie for your names.
No, I'm bringing context that you just that no one mentioned. So when they played each other in the Super Bowl, like way back, like the time where Tom Brady was still a game manager type. Who was Andy Reid's quarterback?
Donovan
McNabb. Right. Oh, who was their receiver that's like maybe top 3 all time?
He was playing on a broken leg, but T.O.
Did he go off? He had a broken leg.
T.O. still went crazy, but he was on a broken leg.
Okay, so you have.
So if he went crazy on a broken leg, baby, imagine other T.O.
He had a borderline Hall of Fame QB. One of the greatest receivers the world's ever seen.
Hall of Fame QB.
Borderline Hall of Famer.
McNabb at the time was a borderline Hall of Fame QB.
He's a Hall of Famer. He's a Hall of Famer. He's a Hall of Famer.
McNabb is a Hall of Famer. So
he's a Hall of Famer, bro.
No, he's not.
He had a Hall of Fame QB.
He's a Hall of Famer.
You think Donovan McNabb's a Hall of Famer?
I'm a Eagles fan, and I don't even agree with that, bro.
Nah,
it's close.
At the time, he was not a Hall of Famer.
I know who can't come to this interview. Yup. Shout out to my man McNabb, the greatest. Put him in the Hall of Fame.
No, he's a Hall of Famer. I should have said borderline. I was like, at that time, he was borderline. At that time,
Vic first.
Who?
So you might as well put Vic first over McNabb for the culture.
Stop. Not for the culture, but
not for the culture.
Yep. We know who can't show up, Trent. We know who can't come, Trent. We know who can't come, Trent. This man's crazy. Go ahead, y'all.
No, I was like, he had all of that, and he lost to Bill Belichick while Tom Brady was still in his game manager era. On top of all the historic defenses that he had, also Andy Reid did lose his job to the Eagles. Those last 3 years were kind of shaky, and he ended up losing it to Chip Kelly. We saw how that went.
he's
we can't just ignore Andy Reid's failures too.
I bet they missed him too.
It happens though. Yeah, they will see. I was just about to say that. You'll probably see back in the building.
Just like when you lose the greatest quarterback of all time, and then you have the rookie QB and it doesn't work out. It happens. So it's like
Lonnie, you and I both know that Belichick was also more responsible than what people think for why that rookie QB didn't pan out.
I'm not saying that.
You and I both know
that he didn't fuck.
Yeah,
I'm not saying he didn't mess it up.
Lonnie, we both know that, Lonnie. We both know that.
Patricia as your OC
Ooh,
is bad.
I ain't gonna lie. Randall brought up a great point. I forgot about that fake ass dream team the Eagles had. I forgot about that. I forgot about that failure.
Wait.
When they signed Namdi, them Eagles with Andy Reid,
And Ron Marty, and they had Jason Babin, Trent Vince Young was the backup quarterback. This is a dream.
Sean McClain.
Vince Young, the backup, went against New England and balled out.
I forgot about that.
But hold up, did Andy Reid not go to the Chiefs and make Alex Smith a Pro Bowl quarterback? I'm just saying.
That's what I literally said.
Bro, Gardner Minshew's a Pro Bowl quarterback. I'm not hearing that.
Tyler Huntley is a Pro Bowl quarterback.
Was he a Pro Bowl
starter? Let me ask you this. How much stock are we building Pro Bowl?
Was he nominated to the Pro Bowl? Was he injury replacement?
How much stock are we putting into
like 35? He was like,
if you're not telling me you all pro no more, then I don't care.
How much stock are we putting into these Pro Bowls? Did y'all think Alex Smith was good?
No.
He made him look good. He made him look good.
He had phenomenal. They had great.
Jamal
Charles
made
Alex Smith look good.
Right, you understand right?
One at a time, y'all. One at a
Two things
time.
can be true,
Are
right?
you guys telling me that
Understand
Alex
two things,
Smith
not
in
just one.
Kansas City and Alex Smith when he was beating the Saints in San Francisco was a different Alex Smith? It's the same guy.
He was same guy. Same guy.
So why are y'all saying Andy Reid made him look good? It was the
more
same guy in San Francisco.
It was more.
He just got hurt. And Kaepernick went on the run.
Like he just
It was more
with the
in
49ers.
It's the same quarterback.
No,
Did Jim Harbaugh make him look good?
You saying he didn't make it easier for him?
And Jim Harbaugh did make him solid. He did.
He was the same quarterback in San Francisco.
And Jim Harbaugh made him solid too. But it was
wait, but did it?
So everyone just makes him solid. That's what you're telling me. Everyone just makes him solid. Everyone makes him solid.
Andy Reid
So
simplified
if you're a
the
coach,
game
you're gonna make Alex Smith look
to
solid.
make
That's what
him
you're
a
telling me.
legit quarterback.
Based on your criteria.
So Jim Harbaugh did the same thing then, right? So Jim Harbaugh.
What
did the
about
same
Bill
thing?
Belichick and Matt Castle? Because you guys want to talk about Alex Smith. What about Bill Belichick and Matt Castle?
They did go 11-5 with Matt Castle.
Great point, Mike. Phenomenal point. That's a great point.
Listen. I hear y'all.
Matt Castle goes to the Chiefs. But Matt Castle goes to the Chiefs and is a starting quarterback for like 3 seasons.
Baby.
He did go 4-0.
He threw for almost 1,000 more yards with the Chiefs. He had the
this is nasty work by me. Look.
He had one of the lowest in his career.
It's okay. You're in projections.
He
also blew a 28-point
Random, you
lead
gotta
to
really
Alex
understand,
Smith.
Random. I'm trying to turn open field up. I gotta come bring the nonsense.
No, I understand. That's why I'm supporting with my super chats, bro.
J-Rob, I hope you know that we were streaming, J-Rob. We were streaming, and we heard that, and we had to end the stream to join this.
Come here, bro.
Nah, this is what it is. Let me get these super chats by Random out. This is nasty work. Yeah, I mean, it's cool. This is discussed by Jay. Remember when Reed lost to the Bucks team in the 2002 NFC Championship game? That had never won a game below 40 degrees, and that was at his crib. I mean, shit happens to the best of us.
Hold on.
They were nominated by the Bucks as well.
Don't go.
Elite trolling. I mean, listen. At the end of the day, Bill Belichick let Eli Manning bust up his defense twice.
Come on, J-Rob. The Bucks have been around for damn
near 40
Eli
Manning get off on that defense.
They never won a game below 40 degrees.
Let Eli Manning get off on that defense.
Let a backup. You said what, Random? They never won a game.
You let Nick Foles get off on that defense too.
Let a backup go for 300 on y'all.
He's not letting
Nick Foles. Bring up Nick Foles, J-Rob.
Hold on, real quick. The Bucks have been around since what, the 80s?
Yeah.
That entire period, they never won a game below 40 degrees. And then the Bucks came in 2002. Into the vet, shut that thing down. The vet ain't never been the same since because they tore it down. That's what happened. And he let him come in and they was dominating that game. They was dominated in that game.
Andy Reid had some failures.
Defense is one of the greatest defenses of all time.
Come on, E. Come on.
John Lynch.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
You just said the Bucs were one of the greatest defenses? You just said the Bucs were one of the greatest defenses? Hey, Belichick and that put 28 on Legion of Boom. The year after they just smacked Peyton Manning in the Boom. The year after.
Wait, can we talk about one last thing? Can we talk about one last thing before we get out of here? This is the last topic because this topic went crazy. I thought it was a crazy conversation.
Salute, G baby, salute.
Appreciate you.
I'm gonna let Ooze start the conversation off. Ooze, see where you stand on this.
What's good?
Ooze, is JJ McCarthy a first round 1, round 2 level quarterback? Because I wish Bama was still here. Bama doesn't believe he's one of the 300 best in the draft.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy. Ooze, do you see first, second round draft pick when you look at JJ McCarthy?
Here's my thing about JJ McCarthy. I understand how people feel because he's not even asked to do that much because they run the ball hella. But I do see him make some throws when need be. That's kind of, showcase a little bit of his talent. But at the same time, he hasn't shown consistently enough for me within his college career and over his resume for me to draft him in the first round. But I do feel like he could be a second-round quarterback, early second, late first, because of how young he is and the potential of him being able to be.
That's all I was saying.
Early, why you sleeping? Early, why you sleeping?
Who disagreed with you?
Let's be real.
Early, why you sleeping? Here we go.
Let's be real, fellas. If JJ McCarthy maxes out, he's Jared Goff. If he maxes out,
he's way more athletic.
Okay, he's way early. Let me tell you this. Early,
Edge is good comp.
Bro, Jared Goff is a pocket
difference. He's gonna be Jared Goff. You can call him Jared Goff.
Edge is good.
He could be outside the pocket.
He will go early. Like, come on,
I got a question for you. Okay, early. Hey, Early, I have a question for you.
He's gonna run a 4-4
because I'm not gonna lie. I have a question for you, Early. I have a simple question for you.
Y'all showing
because
up.
I'm not really tripping if 3 quarterbacks you take in the first round. I don't really care. But you say he need a running game. He need an O-line. He need this, right?
Can I say something?
All that.
Where you say something that y'all not going to want to hear? I think I'm gonna say something y'all really not going to want to hear. I hope they clip this. I think honestly, if I was a GM, I'd take Spencer Rattler.
Over JJ McCarthy?
I think he underrated. I like Spencer Rattler.
Yes.
He underrated.
I'm taking Spencer. If I had to pick between Spencer Rattler or JJ McCarthy as my quarterback, I will put my eggs. I'll put my eggs. Hold on, y'all. If you watch, listen. If you watch Spencer Rattler, if you watch Spencer Rattler at South Carolina, they had the worst offensive line in all of the SEC. It was the worst SEC O-line. It was still, and he still was able to put up numbers. And yeah, I think, and I'm gonna be honest, I truly think, y'all may not agree with this. I think he's a better thrower of the football than JJ McCarthy from a talent perspective, things of that nature.
I don't know why I thought you said that's
When I look at him, if I had to choose, and I'm only saying that in this, and I'm only saying this, and I'm not taking Sam Hartman. I'm not taking Hartman. But the reason why I say Spiller is just no disrespect to JJ. It's just if I had to say JJ or Spencer, I got to bank on you, one of you. I think I'm willing to bank on Spencer Rattler because I'm gonna look at it like this: the arm talent that I think I'm gonna say it again that I think Spencer Rattler has, and from what I've seen about what that type of arm talent is being utilized from a guy like Jordan Love with some coaching. If Spencer Rattler sit under the right guy, like if Spencer Rattler got behind Sean McVay and Stafford, if the Rams, I'm telling you, to me, it'll be Jordan Love part 2. In my opinion.
I think people forget it was like 2-3 years ago.
It's for the talent, because of the arm talent. I'll say this, and I'll admit this. Manny. I definitely highly value Spencer Rattler's arm talent because I think his arm talent is high, bro. I do.
This is why I think
they said the same thing about Zach.
This is what I think with the JJ McCarthy discourse.
I've never been hype on Penix.
Oh, Rattler don't got better arm talent.
You're lying. Okay, I gotta say this.
Bro, gonna throw me under the bus.
I'm gonna say shout out to J-Rob because he's been the only nigga for real this whole time to stand on what Michael Penix. Y'all in the beginning, y'all was all on the Michael Penix bandwagon.
And they left him, Trent. And they left him.
I was never on that train. I was never on the Michael Penix train. And I give shout out to Hellfire because he's always been a Michael Penix guy. But J-Rob, like you, Manny, me switch up the Brock.
Yeah, man, you stop talking about it.
No, I think he's good. No, I think Penix is good. It's just that when he got under pressure in that championship game, it showed me a lot. That game showed me the most.
I feel you. No, I feel you. I just think he wasn't used to. I think he wasn't used to that though. I just think he wasn't used to them options being open though.
Hold on, Trent.
Wait, people were saying he was a top 10 lock. I ain't seen Ron in the press box group chat since, nigga.
Last thing I say,
Manny, it was
last thing before I head out.
No, go ahead. Trent about to leave. Yeah, we about to close this out. Trent, say this last part. Then
personally, I think Penix and JJ should be second rounders.
Yeah, I agree.
Baby Warren Moore better than JJ? Hold on. You think Bo's better than JJ?
What?
Bo Nix?
Yeah, I do.
I'm taking Bo.
Honestly, no. If I had to bank between Bo Nix and JJ, I'm gonna take JJ.
I'm taking JJ.
I think Bo Nix is a day 3 pick too. I don't think I'm not on Bo Nix.
I think if you put Bo Nix behind Stafford, he'll bug out. He'll bug out. I think if you put Bo Nix behind the Stafford, he'll bug out.
You should have been all the signs. Because there were certain games throughout the year.
Nah, he was never a jump ball merchant. Never.
Yo, spin.
Wait, hold on. There were certain games throughout the year, like Arizona State, Oregon State, where
Washington.
That Oregon State game was the tornado storm.
Stop interrupting him.
He was out there just throwing prayers up to Roman Duze.
Hey, Trent been going to jump on Trent.
No. He is doing that. No, I gotta jump in on that. Y'all gotta stop doing that. You cannot blame a quarterback for using a weapon for what he's good at. I have Rome Odunze. He is 6'4", has the best high point ball skills in the entire country. Why am I not throwing him the football? Why?
Okay, but J-Rob.
How am I asking the quarterback for utilizing my 6'4" target?
J-Rob, this is the dummy the quarterback play down point I was talking about the other day.
No, you still have to act. Hold on. Time out. No. Ooze. Don't fall in love. Ooze, listen to me. Don't let Trent mess up your football brain, bro. You've been doing great, bro. You've been doing great. I'm proud of you. Listen to me. Listen to me. It takes a level of accuracy and ball placement to still throw up a football. His ball placement is elite. So a guy like Rome Odunze, who can pluck it out of the air, if you just give him a decent enough football, he's taking it because of what he is already. That's crazy.
This is what I be saying. I feel what Uzi's saying, J-Rob. In a world where we shit on limited quarterbacks, Tua, when Jared Goff gets a lot of pressure, he can't move off structure. Especially Tua, we kill him. Michael Penix is the definition of a limited quarterback.
And now when it comes to arm talent, he can throw down. Why are you comparing him to Tua? Tua can't throw 60 yards.
No, you're missing up. They're limited. They're both limited. Michael Penix got a big ball.
Michael Penix can't throw intermediate.
I could have sworn Michael Penix was scrambling versus Texas.
And look,
3 yards, mix it up.
I'm not gonna lie. No. I'm gonna say this though. I see Michael Penix. This is the thing. Like, I think people are really disingenuous with Michael Penix.
Y'all misconstrued my whole point.
Penix,
but Michael Penix, he's good. No, I get what you're saying because Trent's been telling me the same thing all year. I know exactly what you're saying. Okay. But what I'm saying is Michael Penix, his ball placement to me is elite. Like the way he puts the ball, where places he puts the ball is elite. Intermediate, I understand he struggles. He struggles when he gets under pressure. And in the NFL in today's age, you got to be able to move. I get it. But if he goes to a situation that's right, he's that guy.
Okay, he has to go to a phenomenal situation.
No, not phenomenal. Not phenomenal. He can't go to phenomenal.
He can't move off structure. It's
what if I put him on the Browns?
That's my thing.
What if I put him on the Browns? What if I put
That's a phenomenal situation because they have a top 5 O-line. He needs that.
What if I put myself on the Browns?
Top 3. It's really low key the best. Like we be
in today's game, you have to play off structure. Michael Penix can't do
it. One question.
Go ahead.
Please, one question.
Go ahead.
If JJ McCarthy is getting comparisons, if JJ McCarthy is getting comparisons to Jared Goff, then what is Michael Penix?
I don't know. I guess it's Warren Moon.
And that's
so it's like
I'm gonna say this early for
you. Talent is not better.
Early for you to compare.
Warren Moon was man.
Early for you to compare.
Stop. Early. Warren Moon was really him.
For you
if Warren Moon, I ain't gonna lie. If Warren Moon, now I'm about to get another clip. Clip me up again, chat. Clip me up again. If Warren Moon was not disrespected by racism, he'd be a top 7 quarterback all time.
Oh, you're right.
I'll wheeze in your face.
He would definitely be over. He'd be over Dan Marino. He'd be over Dan Marino.
Hold on. If Warren Moon wasn't the same thing, he would at least be.
He'll be over Dan Marino. He'll be over Dan Marino, bro.
I just want to say this.
You would have had a Super Bowl.
You call everybody the Black Kurt Warner.
Yeah, in fact, you do that with everybody.
He definitely would have been over Dan Marino, bro.
Hey, Early would call everybody Kurt Warner and John Elway. Those are his 2 favorite names to compare.
Facts. Hey, Michael, get your last point across because we got to slide. Because they got Fluent and Chill. They got Fluent and Chill.
That was all. That was all.
Say this real quick.
I just wanted to
I got you, Ooze. You could go. You could close it, Ooze. Go ahead, Ooze.
Yeah, roll.
For you to compare Jared Goff and JJ McCarthy, like I really just like asked myself, how much are you actually watching Michigan? Because the way JJ McCarthy, the way like they deliver the passes, him, it's off platform, it's scrambling out, he's throwing outside of the pocket. Jared Goff don't move out that pocket, bro, at all. Are you talking to
Early? I'm talking about it. He said he needs a foundation to win. You can't depend on him to be a quarterback and just win a game.
Get at him, Ooze. Get at him, Ooze.
But
you know what you mean? I saw it in the Natty.
We just seen in the Alabama game.
You watched the
Alabama game.
Watch the team.
We did in the Alabama game. He had to complete a game winning drive. With his arm, he did that. He did that.
Anybody
did multiple times. Like versus Maryland, like versus Alabama.
Maryland. Think I'm front man. You get shook.
Bro, that Maryland team. Dude, early with his arm. And on top of that, if you go look at the numbers, you look at
go ahead, Ooze.
That's not a Jared Goff. That's not a Jared Goff aspect in his game. Jared Goff has never been able to do that. He's never been able to play outside the pocket. And JJ McCarthy is one of the best at doing that in this draft class, especially. So I feel that's a lazy comparison.
I compare him. Watch this.
I don't know about winning the best. I don't know about winning the best. He's not winning the best.
Overall draft pick, and you saying it's lazy. The hell are you
doing?
Because
of the player.
The weakest quarterback draft we've ever seen. That shit was weak.
It was weak.
It was weak, though.
It was weak, though.
And if JJ McCarthy came out any other year other than this, he would still be low as hell.
This is one of the best quarterback classes we've seen. What are you talking about? He's in one of the most talented quarterback classes we have ever seen.
Look at the team that he had built around him in order to win. He did nothing. Listen, he might have made a couple throws, but he did nothing to show you that he would succeed in the NFL. And you know that, dog.
First
you tax Brock Purdy
and one of the best O-lines.
Say that again, man. Say that again.
Brock Purdy.
And we can look at a guy like Joe Burrow. We knew Joe Burrow
I don't think that's fair,
Brock Purdy.
We knew Joe Burrow was the best quarterback in that draft class.
Even though he had
The young boy's cooking you right now early.
He don't tax Brock Purdy.
He had a squad with him,
You
but
don't
we still
tax
knew
Brock Purdy.
I like
bro, bring it up, and it's the crazy thing.
You
The
gotta,
most
but you
underrated-
can't tax
the
Brock.
most underrated thing about JJ.
You my guy, but you can't tax Brock for that. You can't give it to Brock. And JJ do what Brock do. They're very similar players.
You know what's so
But
cool
JJ
about
actually
early?
out the pocket.
You know what's so cool about early? My takes actually age well. Ooh, so you might be the young boy. You got when the time comes.
No,
That's
no,
hey, I always laugh at the last laugh.
No,
No,
it's bro. I ain't gonna lie, Trent. Yeah, is he dragging the Purdy wave? Is he dragging?
No,
He's dragging it.
He jacked Brock.
Yo, early. They say you dragging. They say you dragging.
The Eagles ain't good wave. I dragged.
No, he also got Jordan Love. He got Jordan Love too.
I would jack Baker Mayfield, Justin Fields.
Early, you just got fired.
He got. Now, early also got Jordan Love. We gotta give him that. But all right, y'all, that's our 2 hours. We almost say 2 hours 13 minutes. Hey, make sure if y'all don't know, make sure y'all pull up to Open Field on Sunday. Bama host that one, so make sure y'all pull up on that boy Bama after the Pro Bowl, so we can talk about flag football and dodgeball and all of that, and what we thought about the Pro Bowl. With that being said, fellas, we'll see y'all later. Chat. Make sure y'all like the video on the way out so it could